Alright. There we go. Hi, Hawk. How are you? What did you think of that demo? Are you enlightened to join the cult of the Lamb? Also, I am here with Madman. He has joined us again.
I am back!
And he will be enlightening us, right? In the world of Francis York Morgan and Zach. I'm buying a black robe and I'm gonna create a pentagram in the stream room. So 10 out of 10, you're gonna cult again. At least that's a good way to put it, right? Needless to say, it sounds like you enjoyed that demo. Just a few days. But also, can you hear both of us? And can you see everything correctly?
That's what we need to know.
Because if it's not working, then we have problems. And while we're waiting, let's look for bugs, shall we, Madman?
Bugs? We gotta hunt bugs?
I mean, look at that car. It's floating.
Oh, the bugs. They are aplenty in this game.
I know, it's very entertaining at points, right?
Oh, yeah.
There's a car on the sidewalk. Oh, no, that's fine. That's normal. You don't see cars on sidewalks?
Weirdly enough, I actually have seen a car parked on a sidewalk like that.
Like this Jeep's parked on the grass.
Now, you see, now that's more common. Like, completely parking in the grass, common.
Also, this person needs to relearn how to park. The blue car, I mean. Look at that.
Okay, come on, dude. Like, okay, I get it. You don't want to be in the middle of the road. You know, you want to give people on the road their space, but
that's not the way to do it.
Do you really have to block someone else in to do it?
I guess that person feels like they need to. Okay, I guess we should head into the jazz bar, right?
Zach, it appears to be closed.
God damn it.
Let's come back during business hours.
John, why do we always have to go to these places when they're not in business?
How the fuck should I know? I mean, we're eager to get through this story, but the game is just progress blocking it. Is that what we want to call it? We have to come back at 5 p.m. Should we just skateboard back to the hotel?
Yeah, I guess so.
But first, we gotta get some sick air. Also, obligatory cousin, let's go bowling. No, fuck your bowling. We ain't doing it! I don't want to go bowling. I'm still traumatized from it.
Shanky!
Hi, Shanky. Hold on, there's stuff here. I want to see what there is. Apparently, there's stuff here. Also, that tire is sunk into the pavement. For fuck's sake, game, right?
Oh god, deadly premonition, never change.
Okay, let's go skateboarding. Start a cult in my name. Is it the cult of the Hockeys? Is that what we're gonna call it? Is that what you're gonna call it? Yes. Yes, I have. I have the first Dusk Diver, and I'm wanting to get Dusk Diver 2 when it comes out.
I'll be right back, good sir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being paged.
Okay. I'll go skateboarding. Because I have the first Dusk Diver. Maybe we'll play it on stream after I finish one of these games. It's a brawler mixed with an RPG, it looks like, for Dusk Diver 2. Whee! What is that gravity? Don't question it. Hang on, here we go. Well, here, what gravity are you talking about? It's perfectly fine, see? It didn't jump that high. Hey, it's better than us clipping through the ground.
Okay, I'm back. And Cheeky, you're just supposed to sit back and relax and enjoy the skateboarding masterpiece of a game that is Deadly Premonition 2.
Since we won't be getting a Tony Hawk 3 or 4, this is the next best thing, right?
Right.
Which still hurts that we're not getting it. Hopefully Microsoft can greenlit that kind of project, right? Or would that be too much to ask? Okay, we need to go see Emma though first. I need to get this skateboard repaired. At 47%. So you want Strive and Team Pass and Season Pass 2, basically. But where's Emma? Wait, where was her place again? I think it's here. I need her. You want her that bad. I'm still waiting for Jam to go back into Guilty Gear. If they bring Jam back, then I'm on board.
This town sure is peaceful, Zach. Yes, I know. I know what you're about to say. But that's why we're here. To protect this peace. Isn't that right, Zach?
Would you consider this place peaceful, though, dude? Or would you say this place is kind of a disaster?
It's a peaceful disaster.
Alright, I guess we'll have to go with that then. Right? I'm still hoping we unlock more stuff for this skateboard, though. We need it.
Oh yeah, man, I want to do a kickflip. I want to be able to do a kickflip.
Maybe after, when we get to Chapter 3, you think we'll learn a new trick?
I hope so.
Well, we gotta waste 5 hours. Should we just go back to the hotel and sleep?
Yeah.
Although, I did hear someone said, "Cousin, let's go bowling."
and immediate PTSD from fucking 2008 comes flooding back.
Be like, no, cousin, fuck your bowling, right? Also, can I express my undying hatred for multiple season passes for fighting games? Well, how else are they gonna keep things going, right? Because fighting games have really embraced that model. With team passes, or battle passes, or seasons passes. Right? Oh crap, I went to the wrong part of town. Cosmetics and outfit DLC, yeah, but Multiverses is jank as hell. It's less jank than Smash. Are we gonna have this debate here? We're not gonna appreciate the gloriousness of Frances York Morgan.
Galena too, and all the other women we've seen so far on our
On a
travels across
skateboard?
the States. Zach,
He's in a
right,
freaking
aren't
suit.
you? This is a vast country. Incredibly vast.
Although his clothes looks like they're glitching,
It's
don't they?
mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America looks to me.
York.
Compared to the scale of this entire
You're gonna have to look at
country.
that time.
New York, Chicago,
That tie and that
LA
suit.
are all microscopic.
Something's not right about
Sometimes
it,
they even
right?
feel like figments of my
Yeah,
imagination.
yeah. I
Think
mean,
back to what
you know,
Las
you
Vegas
got
was
that.
like.
You got the
Driving
bottom
up
of the
I-15,
suit
it
top.
was a mirage.
You've got the
TV
fucking bottom of the
movies
tie.
dress up
Just
those mirages and broadcast them
doing
to
things they're
people
not
all
supposed to
around
be
the world.
doing.
Meanwhile, American
Well, at least they're
women
not clipping
are
through
fascinated by
him
the
like a
gorgeous city
ghost.
lights and are drawn toward those
Right?
illusions. The very same women
Yeah,
who were chosen
okay.
as prom queens in their small towns. In the end, all they find are ghosts. Once their eyes adjust to that blinding light, they realize there's nothing but vanity and lust surrounding them. They finally figure out that it was all in their heads. Then they quickly try to satisfy themselves with something else. Drugs. And drugs are the gateway to a whole pantheon of crime. Zach, remember what you told me once? The women who turn to crime aren't the evil ones. The drugs aren't evil either. They're nothing but chemicals. The ones who feed off those women and use them. They're the ones to hate. Let's go, Zach. We need to find the person who's hiding behind Galena and drag them out into the blazing southern sun.
Okay, let's go see Emma first, right? We need the skateboard fixed. We don't talk about that Nickelodeon fighting game, even though that could have been really cool, right?
Wasted opportunity.
Mm-hmm. At least they're updating it. They're trying to show some support for it, right? Hang on. Where's Emma? She's not here. Oh, there she is.
Hi, Agent York.
Garbage picker, and I guess I can't fix the skateboard. Son of a bitch. Wait, what time is that place open? 5 p.m. Let's go rest then, shall we? Then we'll go talk to Emma, get the skateboard fixed. It's the best Smash clone, but that game has some of the weirdest hitboxes I've ever seen. You know, I just didn't click into this until I looked at it again. Kimberly is basically Isla from KOF 15, but as a ninja.
Dude, that's what I thought when I first saw the trailer. I was like, that is Isla.
Yeah, spray paint. Spray paint. She uses it as part of her climax move. I mean, I still like Kimberly's design. But no, yeah, Kimberly, honestly, look at that hair. No, yeah, Kimberly.
Sick air, dude, bro.
Dude, bro. Dude, sick. Right? But no, Kimberly looks like a cross between, like, Guy and Isla. Although with way more personality. And then, of course, there's Jerry.
Yeah, that was weird to see that Isla, you know, had the most personality in terms of her look, but not much in terms of her actual personality. It was weird to see.
Besides her hating on Shun'ei. That's all.
Pretty much.
What else is news? It's not gonna be free. I don't think it's gonna be. Hi, Max, though. How you doing, buddy? Oh, what the hell?
What in the name of hell?
What was that?
I have no idea.
Hang on, we'll rest until, like... There we go. Or one of the biggest scams out there. Have you not seen shooters? Have you not seen any other style of game, Shinky? I did not watch the top 8s, unfortunately, for Guilty Gear. I did see the ones, though, for KOF, Tekken, and Strive. So, Armax, what did you think of them? Alright. Shall we go try and see Emma again? I will say, Armax, you should see the Street Fighter V finals. That was insane.
I'm gonna watch that shit tomorrow while I'm waiting on my stuff to get here.
Yeah. No, the Street Fighter top 8. If that's how Street Fighter V is going out, that is a fucking high note. That is a fucking high note for that game. I'll have to see the Strive top 8. The only thing I saw for Strive was the announcement of the new character to kick off Season 2.
I know I want to watch the Tekken top 8 and definitely the Street Fighter top 8 because I got to see that grand finals.
We're still getting the Street Fighter Evo Japan. Yeah, no, we're still getting the Japan one. I'm talking about at least maybe the one for North America. That's what I meant. Like, if this is the last time it's going to be on it as, like, a grand main presence, that is a high note, I would say.
Because I saw Hawk, I saw a couple other FGC people that I follow on Twitter, as well as just some normal
Hi, Agent York.
fighting game players.
Okay, let me take a look at your board.
Talking about how great that fucking Street Fighter V Grand Finals was, and I'm like, what the fuck? What happened?
Looking good. Oh, remember, in order to get better, you need to become one with the board.
And as soon as I seen that
See you
IDOM
later.
was in the finals, I was
If
just
you
like,
ever got
oh,
any skateboard questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
I was like, no wonder no wonder everybody's talking about grand finals. IDOM always gets into some wild matches
My YouTube
in tournament.
has been filled with 2015 EVO USF4 matches lately. Realize how much hype Street Fighter V actually lacks. It did for a little bit, but it was picking up steam, I would say around mid-season 3 is when it started to come back. More sick air. Damn ad breaks, right? But they are a necessary evil. Yeah, because Bridget just launched with the season 2 pass, And she's supposed to be out, I believe, today. Welcome back. How are you finding her, Armax? Because if I remember correctly, what I saw of Bridget's more about range, right? But Bridget does have a few options up close. Was May. That seems to be a common pick for everybody though, right? Now, I still haven't played the final build of Strive, or at least when it officially launched. I only played the beta for Strive, but that's it.
That's right, because I remember me and you having some matches on it.
Yep. And we thought it actually felt pretty good online.
It still feels good online in the final build.
And we know we're getting crossplay for it, since that is now officially happening. Alright, this place better be open. You're getting the same feels with Bridget like you were with May? Alright. Okay, it's open. Finally.
Look, Zach. That seat is beckoning us.
How, though? Sit at the bar. So what are we drinking?
Listen to the two ends and drink dry the fire water.
That is a terrible accent.
Do this, and you will see the other world. Hungen's oracle pointed us to this bar, so we must have to do something here. But I feel like the fire water part is missing something.
Singularity inspection. Here we go. A sign. Yeah, no, the fact that Strive is actually getting crossplay is a big deal. That actually got me excited about KOF 15 as well, that it's getting crossplay as well next year. So, the games are finally jumping on that bandwagon. Go.
Zach, do you see that? It's a gigantic go sign. I think someone's trying to send us a very powerful message here. That settles it. This must be a singularity.
Oh, look
Beautiful
who
lipstick.
it is.
The color red suits you.
Thank you. Red is the color of life. No human who knows the joy of life would ever hate this color. Or would they?
Hey, it's that person we saw before. Professor R.
Maybe. Maybe not. But I know of a drug with a red color that certainly doesn't signify life. It sometimes even steals the lives of those who drown themselves in it. Catch my drift?
Before a candle's flame burns out, it burns brighter than ever before, blazing like a shining red star. Don't you think that instant is more valuable than a century of smoldering?
That
I
blaze
did
doesn't
see that
cast out the
announcement as
darkness.
well.
It only emphasizes
I am a
it.
little surprised though that it's only going on PS5 series consoles
But
and
where are my
PC
manners?
though.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
He doesn't even fold it, he
Let me
just
get
throws it
straight to
back
the
into
point.
his jacket.
You were present when Lise Clarkson was murdered. And you were also involved with Galena Clarkson's death. Correct?
Agent Morgan, are you a man who can hold his liquor?
I'd love some firewater.
Mm-hmm.
We're similar. You...
For PS4 and Xbox One, yeah.
Really? I don't see the resemblance.
Well, you should. Look deeper. Think about who you were when you were first born, and who you are now. Different selves exist inside your body.
Are you talking about Zach?
What? And you drink it while it's on fire?
I was born as a man, but in my heart, I wasn't so. And this is a small town. I experienced far more scorn and discrimination than anyone could ever imagine. Especially from my father. Parents are supposed to raise their children with love. That's the norm, right?
Normally.
Not for me.
Yours is hate.
I was raised by my father's flesh-seething hatred.
So you ran away from home, started making drugs, then seduced a young life and destroyed it? That story makes no sense to me. Think about it. They didn't burn you in a witch hunt, nor did they ever try to take your life. Yet here you are, letting your selfish fantasies drive you to torch the entire town with vengeful fire. Why did you abandon your inheritance only to end up in a place like this? What do you hope to achieve?
You've already figured out that much.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard doesn't exist anymore. He disappeared from me a long time ago. All that's left now is the Red Soul.
The Red Soul?
What's that?
The Red Soul gives me strength
Oh,
and
crap.
courage.
Is York already that
And
drunk?
I vowed to use that strength to change this world. The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess. Mentally and physically. That's why I created the holy red powder. So that everyone can enjoy its divine benefits.
That's ridiculous.
Our world is home to scarier monsters than violence and prejudice.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Zach.
Someday, even your best friend will abandon you.
No. Never.
And in the end, you'll be all alone.
Well, who says I'm not alone right
Zach
now?
and I will always be together.
Just like how Madman and I have that bromance. I think.
Daddy! Daddy! Where are you, Daddy?
Wait, did York have... Oh, no, that's him as a youngin', never mind.
Here!
Never mind, I looked at this wrong.
Please. I can't find Mommy either. Don't leave me alone.
Don't worry, this is where Zach comes in.
Please, Daddy. Please, Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. She got us, Zach. She spiked the drink with some sort of sleeping pill. No wonder they call her the professor. Whew. But that was a rash move. Perhaps she realized that she's finally crossed the point of no return. Or... We need to head to the Clarksons at once before it's too late. We can still stop this.
Alright, let's see if shit hits the fan then, shall we? But before that... Okay, no, I can't play anything. I have to test. No bowling. What if we just ban the word bowling from stream? How well would that go? Hang on, we need to eat something. That's still the same word.
Hey, wanna talk about bridges? Why? I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach. And there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to the skateboard. We passed over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, the longest bridge over water in the entire world. Remember the sudden downpour that made it impossible for us to see the road?
Let's go
The rain was
there.
so torrential that we couldn't see more than a few miles ahead of us. I'm sure local drivers are used to that sort of thing. They were all going normal
No
speeds. I bet
bowling.
that scene reminded you of a certain film. Or perhaps a certain person? Violent City, 1970. Directed by Sergio Solima. I only ever saw it on TV when I was a kid.
Wait, Armin.
Bowling, no
So I remember it
skateboarding,
very well,
yes.
but I definitely remember
Yes,
that it
more
featured a bridge,
skateboarding, less
long
bowling,
bridge.
right?
During the New Orleans part, that's the one thing I remember. That bridge must have been the
We're
Lake
gonna eat
Pontchartrain
first
Causeway.
before
And
we-
the film starred Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson.
Listen, I know that the entertainment factor was high when John was going through that torture with bowling, but YouTube doesn't think so, apparently.
I was gonna say, what system did you get Strive for again? Was it PC? What's your... I think I know what the question is, Hawk. Would you play bowling, please? That's the Ask Me Anything. We're not gonna play bowling. We have one person who's really demanding bowling here. Mm-hmm. I think we need to play a dedicated bowling game, though. If we're gonna do bowling, right?
Or, you know, we could just
Actually go bowling.
Tekken bowling.
I would be okay with Tekken bowling. XP Xenoblade. Okay. I was just like, wait, what do you mean by that first?
I will be right back.
Okay, don't worry. See you in a few.
Someone needs to go to bed.
That is fair.
The air out there don't feel right today. You feel it too, honey?
Mm-hmm. Feed my shrimp and grits. I still like collecting my physical games, though, RMAX, but I still would sometimes get them on PC.
Come back anytime, honey. You ain't gonna find any better Cajun food in all of Louisiana.
You heard the lady. I actually ordered Torna. It shipped, Jinky, so I'm excited to get to Xenoblade 2 at some point. I still need Xenoblade 1. Story. Story is more important. The PTSD and trauma will still be there, Hawk. It ain't going anywhere. I've never tried Yakuza bowling, though, by the way. Is it any good? Okay, thank you, RMAX. We'll still be here for a while, so feel free to come back and say hi.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decomposed. As I drove him to the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then, but this one looks a lot smaller than the Aerial Lift Bridge. Its smaller size was most likely chosen due to the width of the river and the sea level of this area. The height and structure of a bridge is what determines which sort of boats can travel down the river. Normal bridges' base heights are set at a higher point so that boats can freely pass underneath them. But I imagine it would be difficult to create a bridge with a large arch here due to the river width and the sea level. That's why we're seeing all these mobile bridges, such as lift bridges and drawbridges around here. As far as Louisiana goes, it appears that they've built mobile bridges over most of the bayous. Fascinating, said Zach.
Silence! Here we go.
Different types of
What's up,
bridges.
son?
I'm curious to learn even more about bridges now. Let's do some detailed research next time we get the chance.
Where's the route? Okay, there's the route. Just reading some stuff. Oh yeah? Anything interesting? No, we're just skateboarding. And Hawk said I should go bowling, but I don't want to go bowling. Oh, random facts. Gotcha. How have you been, though? What have you been up to, though? Over the last few days, since it's been a bit since we've talked.
Were you thinking about Galena too? And all the other women we've seen so far on our travels across the states? Zach.
Anything interesting to share, though, for facts?
This is a vast country.
I was just gonna ask, yeah.
Incredibly vast.
What do you got?
And it's mostly composed of mountains, deserts, and farmland, with small towns scattered about here and there. That's how America looks to me. Compared to the scale of this entire country, New York, Chicago, and LA are all microscopic. Sometimes they even feel like figments of my imagination. Think back to what Las Vegas looked like when we were driving up I-15. It was a mirage. TV and movies dress up those mirages and broadcast them to people all around the world. Meanwhile, American women become fascinated by the gorgeous city lights and are drawn toward those illusions. The very same women who were chosen as prom queens in their small towns. In the end, all they find are ghosts. Once their eyes adjust to that blinding light, they realize there's nothing but vanity and lust surrounding them. They finally figure out that it was all in their heads. Then they quickly try to satisfy themselves with something else.
I did hear
And
something
drugs
about
are
that.
the gateway to a whole pantheon of crime. Zach,
I haven't had a
remember
chance to
what you told
try
me
it,
once? The
though,
women who turn to crime
it's any
aren't
good.
evil ones. The drugs aren't evil either. They're nothing but chemicals.
Has anyone here
The
heard of
ones
it or
who
tried it?
feed off those women and use them. They're the ones they hate. Let's go, Zach. We need to find the person who's hiding behind Galena and drag them out into the blazing southern sun.
So, almost 30 years ago.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to
This
hear
is what it
news
seems
about
like,
Lisa's
York.
murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That's
I'm assuming that's what their
certainly
work
happened if
initially
we had stayed
started
in
with,
DC. They would have
then,
given
right?
the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence vault along with all the other cases, marked by nothing but a first-degree murder tag buried in a soggy grave at the bottom of a sea of data. That would have been its fate. Instead, it traveled from person to person until it finally fell right into our lap. Things always work out that way for us. We've traveled all over the United States trying to track down San Rouge. We can't let this chance pass us by, can we, Zach? We need to find some sort of clue.
Hang on, I know I'm
before
going
the
backwards,
southern
but
sun
hold on, I
melts
want
it
to
all
talk to
away.
this person. Okay, screw it. Sailor Moon beat 'em up. Yeah, I do remember that. That they worked on a Sailor Moon game. I didn't know that was their first game though. Was it? What platform was it for?
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove
Mega
into
Drive,
the
okay.
station after his arrest,
Alright, see you in a few,
started
Sin.
lecturing
What's
them
your
on the
dilemma?
way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then, but this one looks a lot smaller than the Aerial Lift Bridge. Its smaller size was most likely chosen due to the width of the river and the sea level of this area. The height and structure of a bridge is what determines which sort of boats can travel down the river. Normal bridges' base heights are set at a higher point so that boats can freely pass underneath them, but I imagine it would be difficult to create a bridge with a large arch here due to the river width and the sea level. That's why we're seeing all these mobile bridges such as lift bridges and drawbridges around here. As far as Louisiana goes, it appears that they've built mobile bridges over most of the bayous. Fascinating, isn't it, Zach? So many different types of bridges. I'm curious to learn even more about bridges now. Let's do some detailed research next time we get the chance.
There we go. You made it. I have a feeling it'll probably be like 8 hours. I'll just skateboard up there. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Because I need Madman with me while we do this. Because we need to cross that portal. Crap.
Zack, it's a singularity. The Oracle was right on the mark. The mouth to the other world is open, ready to swallow us alive.
I imagine there's gonna be some randomization to it as well. With the map layouts and stuff. And what items you can get when you go there. There, we're just gonna sit here. But I imagine there will be quite a bit of replayability to it, though.
Well, I came back at the perfect time.
Yeah, I figured, okay, we made it. I'm not going anywhere until you come here, because we gotta see this together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I think this case is finally starting to come together.
Explore the singularity. We're heading down this route. Well, I guess Hawk's mad because I can't do bowling. So I have to suffer now with this.
Here we go again, Zack.
Yep.
You're as excited as I am, aren't you? You don't have to explain everything. No need for words right now. Not while this eccentric, provocative experience is begging us to come inside.
I don't know if I'd go that far, York. This seems more like a hellhole, if anything, right? How are you doing, though, Sean? I feel like they're gonna become tougher now. These enemies.
Feels like they're due for it, don't they?
Oh God!
Or don't it, I should say.
Whatever these things are, right?
'Cause it really does feel like they're due for a bit of a strength.
But I also need, like, gun upgrades, too. We haven't gotten any gun upgrades, right?
No, I haven't even seen an option for it either.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it has been a while since we went and got that gun at the gun shop.
Mm-hmm. Be right back. See you in a few, Hawk. And panels for Nemesis members. Nice. So I assume that's been keeping you busy for quite a bit. Ed really didn't put up much of a threat now, didn't he? And soon chases once. Nice. I feel like I need to get mine updated too as well at some point. To be fair, I don't know which way I'm to go. Ouch. Crabs. Holy shit. Crap, this is a problem. We have so much coffee. Need to get away from crabs. That was unsettling.
I still love the fucking death sounds for these things.
It's very funny, but it's also very appropriate, you would say, right?
Yeah. I mean, whenever you hear it, you just can't help but crack a smile or just, you know, chuckle a little bit. You hear, snah!
Just like, snah! Or even like the new, like, enemies that we've been seeing. I wonder if we're gonna have more enemy encounters here, though.
Not sure.
I would hope we do. We open up a pathway. Are these plain ones from Nerd or Die? I don't know. It's been too long. It's been too long, so I can't really say. As long as they keep dropping bullets, we'll be good. That's how old they are, dude. Ouch. I guess we should use a health kit or something. I just like one punch took out all 3 of those boxes. There we go. This way, I think. Oh crap, explosives. I've missed the other barrel. At least we can keep moving. Hey, look, it's that tombstone thing again. Stop dropping your crabs. Although they do make a nice pinging sound when you shoot them.
Getting the headshot sound effect is actually really nice.
Oh, shit! They are, actually. I wonder if we're gonna get a crazy boss fight like the last time. Because I think you missed it, right? The first part of it.
Oh, in the last session?
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed the first part of it, but I saw the second half.
Will you stop it? I just need to shoot your face, man. Come on. There we go. Thank you. But yeah, we were basically just shooting a fetus. So you can imagine how much fun or horribleness that would be, right? Oh, hi. Okay, I think we're getting to the boss. Or an investigation sequence here.
Zach, do you feel it? Something happened here. It's the same feeling I got when we entered the place where Lise died.
Time to smoke, basically.
Professor R, Lena, came in here alone. It looks like nothing but a suicide attempt to me. Did she have some trick up her sleeve?
Okay, time to profile. Hang on. Gonna just deposit a bunch of stuff. I realize we have a lot of coffee. Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely tell we've been coffee nuts this game.
Although we've only been drinking the milk coffee, we haven't drank the black coffee.
They certainly look a little
Yeah.
rough around the edges. Perhaps we should just call them the Clarkson Gang. They're holding their weapons like total amateurs, which means they must not have had any formal training. Even
No.
if they came rushing in all at once, they'd still be no match for us. Maybe the Clarksons aren't as fearsome as the rumors make them out to be. Or perhaps they've fallen into such a decline that they can't even manage their own allies any longer.
Possibly.
Now you decide to come back, huh? What for? I know you've been hiding from me. Planning God knows what. Too bad it ain't gonna amount to anything.
You don't know that.
It don't matter what you do. The Clarkson family is already on its last legs. After only a single century, we're on the verge of losing all that power our ancestors built up for us. Ever since the day you left home, that was the beginning of the end.
Okay, let's see what this is.
Zach, that's a miniature bomb. Lena must have set it here. Is this her trump card? It looks pretty elaborate. Another accolade for the professor. She also displayed expert precision when she used that fire to make my cocktail. Her wisdom gave birth to San Rouge. She must also have an advanced understanding of chemistry. I just hope she hasn't laid any other traps for us up ahead.
I wouldn't put it past
Yes.
Lena.
I abandoned my family, but that has nothing to do with the Clarksons' downfall. It's much more complicated than that.
Oh, I agree. It's a hell of a lot more complicated.
I don't know about that.
Just look at these assholes. They're so goddamn stupid. They won't even shit unless I tell them to do it.
What does that say about your subordinates,
And you
dude?
know what? Back in the old days, that was A-okay. Don't like someone, beat the piss out of them. Need something? Steal it from the sucker next door.
Nah.
Life was so much simpler back then. And time flowed in proper accordance with human behavior. But now... it's all so complicated now. Everything's changed.
But yet the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Philip J. Clarkson,
Okay, General Shepard.
the horrible father that Professor R spoke of. Of course, he looks perfectly calm.
I
Hold
can
on.
definitely tell you played Modern
It's hard
Warfare
to
2.
believe that
Yep.
it's only my second time seeing him.
Because, yeah, I lost a lot of soldiers and the world didn't do a goddamn thing, right?
He's an overwhelming man, Zach.
The legacy of the Clarksons is like a candle in the wind. A sad vestige of what it used to be.
You excited for the new Call of Duty, though?
But it's not completely dead yet.
So
Not in
what?
the slightest.
You came here to
Not
snuff
really?
it out yourself.
Oh, no. I didn't come to
So I'm
snuff
assuming you're
anything
not getting
out.
this year's game.
I
Nope.
came to make it burn red once more.
What in hell is
That's a
with
little
you?
bit of a surprise.
That red powder finally
What-
make
what
you
is?
lose your mind?
Not going for COD this year? Because I know you as the COD guy.
That
I
face, Zach.
was back when I was on the team.
But even before that, you knew more about COD and, like, its
She
intricacies.
looks so calm,
I would say.
collected. Perhaps she intended
Well, that's
to take
because
her own life after
okay,
she murdered
from
Philip.
2006 to 2014,
But that
I
wouldn't
bought
solve
COD
anything.
every single year.
We know how
Mhm.
calculating she is. Surely she must have understood that.
Okay, so that's literally
you said,
what 9
times
straight
have
years of
changed.
buying Call of Duty.
8, 9, yeah.
And then-
I've gotten old. Your
and then
power is waning.
I
But
stopped with
I'm not
Advanced
going to let
Warfare.
things end after you and
Didn't
all
come
your
back until
tumors die. The
Black Ops
goddess
4.
will take control of Lucare, the goddess of fertility.
Black Ops
With all
4
her
sold
newfound
me with
might.
the Battle Royale mode. I wanted to see how Battle Royale in a Call of Duty
Yeah.
game would work
Who's that supposed
on
to
top
be?
of the multiplayer.
You?
And there's zombies mode.
It kept
'Cause
my attention.
That's a good one.
It kept my attention
You
for
know,
a bit.
you're just as dumb as everyone
And then Modern
else.
Warfare
You
2019
never see
came
things
out.
for how they really are.
And that game changed.
Yeah.
It changed
Go
my
on.
life in terms
Take
of,
my life.
giving me a
You
chance
can
to do what I
have it.
never got to
Do
do as
whatever
a
you
high
want with
schooler,
me.
be on a
which is
team.
compete.
Don't you
Mhm.
forget.
Because that's something you said you wanted
Nice
to do for a
Clarkson
while.
blood you got running through those veins.
And you finally got your chance to do it.
Oh, you took
So now
the
that I've
long
done
way
that,
to it.
now that
But
I've
it
been
looks
at
like you
that
be
level,
inheriting
even if
our
it's just at an
legacy
amateur
after all.
level,
Just
now
like
that
I
I've been
always
in that
wanted
scene,
to.
I mean,
Oh,
I did what I
won't
wanted to
be
do.
inheriting
Mhm.
anything.
What?
I'm not the goddess of fertility either,
Well, then...
but I'm still powerful.
Like, I am interested in Modern Warfare 2 this year. But I want to at least give that open beta a shot just to see how
Professor
different it
R
is.
fought hard in this hall.
I will do that. I will get the beta shot.
And the
Okay,
last
I'm not going to
gunshot we heard
completely
sounded ominous,
just
Zach.
outright dismiss it, but I don't know. It's going to have
Everything
to.
she says
It's going to have
seems
to
hint at
basically
some deeper
take
meaning.
everything I
The goddess
despised
of
about
fertility taking
MW
over all of
2019
Louisiana with her
and just
newfound
not do
power.
it.
The details
Which
are
might be a
elusive,
little bit
but
tough,
she's
though, because,
clearly
again,
plotting
Infinity
something
Ward's
big.
at the home for this year's game.
But if she dies here, she'll never be able to complete it. Why risk it then?
So it might bring those things back. But if it improves upon it,
Let's
that might be
continue
worth
on,
considering.
Zach. I'm sure we'll find the answer once we reach the
They
inner
did
sanctum.
say that they took more. They said they took more playstyles into account with this year. I'm gonna let that beta be the ultimate judge of that.
Yeah, because that's going to be the deciding factor here for it. I mean, I did, like, when I tried Cold War, it just felt like it didn't feel modified, it just felt maybe like the same thing, maybe slightly refined, but that's it. Right?
Well, okay, I can just tell you right now, I have played so much. I played so much fucking Call of Duty over the years. Other than the little tweaks and nuances that every single game has, it largely feels like the exact same game every single year. And this is coming from someone that's played about 10 to 11 different Call of Duties.
Which is fair, because that's also the case with, like, say, some of the sports games. That's how it's been for the last little while. Sadly. You would say, right?
Yeah. And again, coming from someone that's played a bunch of those games, like, I played 2K from 2K2 on the PS2 every single year up until 2K19. That's the last game that I bought within like a 6-month window. You know, that's the last 2K game I bought within a 6-month window of launch.
But also, like, in terms of basketball, they pretty much monetized the hell out of that. You would say, right?
Yep, my career, my team, all that shit. I mean, look, I do. I'm convinced that you cannot do a no money spent run on my career. You can totally get away with it though in my team. I've been doing that since I've been doing that since 2K16. You can get away with it in my team.
I would say no, you can still do it for my career. Just play anything prior to 2K14.
No, 2K14 you could do without VC as well.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I tried 14, but I never messed around with that stuff.
VC was largely okay. It was largely a my team thing. VC was in 14 anyway, and then in 15, that's when they started implementing it really heavily into my career and my team.
Basically,
and it's just been on that path ever since then.
But also, we can't just put the fault at 2K for that kind of stuff. EA's done it with their sports games. FIFA's the biggest offender of them all.
And Madden.
Yep, and I guess NHL, right? It'd be like, guys, stop it. You don't... I understand making money, right? But don't nickel your dime your players out of anything. Out of all of it. Like, what makes it fun? Right? Like, what's the next... Like, if you want to make it dumb, here's a dumb way you can monetize gameplay. Please, nobody take this into consideration, though. How about this? When you're playing, like, say, Madden, for example, okay? every time you make a play, it costs you $1.
I wouldn't be surprised if EA does that eventually.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens either. Okay, fine. If you want to go down on the 2K route for basketball, every time you want to play a match, even if it's quick play, it costs you $1 or like $5.
Yeah, and then you put that, and then it puts it into a pot with your opponent, and whoever wins gets all the money.
At least if you're doing it online. What if I'm just talking offline, though? You want to play this game offline, you gotta spend, like, $1 or $5 in order to play it. On top of buying the game already. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me? I said, please, nobody do this.
Please. Also, Madden hasn't been good since Madden 08. That was the last great Madden game. Okay, this is coming from someone that's literally played that series from 2004 to 16. Straight.
For me, the best Madden game of all time is 05.
I am... Let me see. Yeah, I can agree with 05. Yeah.
Definitely. As for hockey, though, hockey's a little more tough.
And I'm way harsher on Madden than I am on fucking NBA on any NBA game. Live 2K, because my fucking last name's on the cover of fucking Madden.
And I'm surprised they don't pay you royalties. You feel like they should. I am a little bit curious about this year's Madden. But that's it. Just curious. Nothing else.
I'll tell you exactly what it's going to be, John. It's going to be the same type of blueprint that EA has every single year. They're going to take the exact same game from last year. They're going to add a feature that they used to have in the previous games into this one, sell it as a new feature, and then it's going to release broken, buggy, glitchy. Animations are going to be absolutely ass. The AI is going to be absolute dog shit on both offense and defense. Your blockers are going to get mixed up and just absolutely bunched up for no reason. Defenders are absolutely going to be lost on every single play. Animations are going to be janky. They're going to be wacky. And, yeah, it's just going to be a fucking mess that they're going to charge a full price for. A full premium price for. And they're going to basically just assume that you're going to get the game because it's the only simulation football game on the market.
Because didn't they buy the license for NFL or something?
They bought the exclusive license for it. They are the only football simulation game on the market.
And didn't 2K do that with NBA?
No.
Okay. I was wondering if they did.
Exclusive rights to basketball. No. If EA wanted to, they could release an NBA Live game.
They could, it's just they haven't been able to. For a while. Or at least a good NBA game, right? Sorry, let me rephrase that. Because yeah, EA owns the NFL license and I believe the NHL one. Exclusive rights for those games. Right?
Can't tell how much of a critic I am for Madden, huh?
But I'm trying to remember, yeah, because I do remember that being a thing in, what, 2006? If I remember.
Yep.
Because that's when it started.
You want to know why they bought the exclusive license to NFL?
Because of 2K5.
I think it was. In an ESPN NFL 2K5.
Yeah. Okay, I take that. Okay, let me rephrase what I said about best football games. I do like Madden 2005. That is probably my favorite EA football game. But if you want to talk the best year for sports games,
my favorite Madden. But if we're talking like best football game ever made, It's NFL 2K5.
Okay, so here's one question I have for you when it comes to that. Does the price factor into that decision?
Here's the thing. Madden was $50, right? They had a bunch of content. It was content rich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was content loaded, and there was a lot to do, which was nice.
But what people don't get back then is NFL 2K was only $20.
And it offered the same, if not more.
$20. And it offered the exact same amount of content. Actually, it offered more content because it was more in depth than fucking Madden was at the time. And the gameplay was better. The animations were better. The presentation was slam fucking dunk.
Because they had ESPN on their side. Right. But that did help them, I think.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
Now this is a surprise.
Uh-oh.
Zach.
Yo, surprised.
And the reason why
This is
2K's
my
kind of gotten
house.
complacent with their games
And
is
I can
because
set foot wherever
even
I
when
please
a
within
competitor
my own house.
releases a game,
Or is that against the law now?
it's
too?
not as good gameplay-wise as their game is.
Where's Professor
And their
R?
game's broken
know she
as
came
shit.
here.
Again,
100
Every
years.
year,
animations
pretty much.
that make no fucking animations
My
that make no
father,
fucking sense.
Isaac Clarkson,
AI that
came
is
to this
absolutely
town and
stupid,
subjugated
and
its people with
seems
his
actually
might.
pretty rigged if
In
you're
time,
really good at the game because
He
it
created
really
an
breeds
empire that
your
They do like a
opponent-
rubber band
it
boost
kinda
or something.
this region of
Yeah, it kind of
Louisiana
rubber
right
bands your
in the
opponent back
palm
into the
of
game
his hand.
Mm-hmm.
for no
Whenever
reason.
any of his kin betrayed him, he'd cut them limb from limb and make
It still
them
reminds me of
say,
like the dumb idiocracies that 2K did with the WWE license from
"Shadows need to
WWE
wail.
18
Keep
onwards,
balance too, you see."
you could say, right? But as you said, I think it's just because 2K has
That's
also
right.
become complacent, just like
Seven
EA has with their
rules
stuff,
exist.
right?
Yeah, there's no competition.
Sometimes
Competition
they chop a
drives
fella's
creativity.
ears off.
It
Mhm.
drives
Scoop his eye
intuition.
out.
If you
Then
have
they
no
chop off
competition,
all
you
of
can
it.
literally just get away with doing nothing.
You can just
like
make it the
EA
same,
and like 2K have been doing for the past few years.
or maybe
By
make
the
the
way,
slightest enhancements
They all
and sell it
ended
as a
up
new
looking the
experience.
same in the end. No different from mixing up the ingredients
Right?
in your food.
Now,
But this,
the arcade
this
scene,
is
on the
sick.
other hand,
Why would any soul
arcade
ever
sports
need to
games,
line up the stumps all neat?
Those were different and unique enough from each one that you could distinguish.
What's happening in
Yeah.
Yukari right
NBA
now,
Jam was
ain't
NBA
right.
Jam. You have NBA
ain't nothing
Street, which
like
was
what
its own
we
thing.
got up
You have
to
NFL
back in
Street
my
over here.
day.
You have FIFA Street over here.
You got Blitz over
You know,
here.
You know,
NFL Blitz over
kinda
here, and then
feels like
eventually
what
what
you
turned into
call
Blitz the League.
Mm-hmm.
pure evil. I'll be real
Which,
honest.
Blitz the
Right
League, I
now,
honestly think
I'm afraid
Blitz the League and
evil
Blitz
that's
the League
taken
2 were
this
the
era by
top
the
2 arcade
balls
football games.
is trying to
I'll say it.
gobble up
And I
Right
think
now.
those were the only like M-rated like football games I think to exist before Blood Bowl came out.
Yep.
Francis York Morgan, you FBI son
They
of
were
a
the
bitch.
only football
Just what in
games
hell did you
that
come to
actually
this
played
town
like football
for?
games, by the
Well,
way.
I
That
hate
weren't
to rain on
strategy
your sensational
RPGs.
parade of a monologue,
basically.
but my answer is simple. I came here chasing a drug called San Rouge that's been steadily
Because that makes me think of like
That,
some of the other fighting or
were
like
in
brawling
Raid.
games too. Like
I
Def
plan
Jam.
to arrest all the perpetrators involved in the name of
Yeah,
truth.
the Def Jam, like Vendettas, Fight for New Yorks of the world.
Yep.
Oh,
you
sure
have
sound
fucking,
like a devil, all right.
What else was out there? What
So
else
be
was
it.
out there?
You're free to interpret my
as a
words
sex.
any way
I'm not-
you like.
I'm not too in tune with the fighting stuff and the brawler and the wrestling stuff.
Yeah. Because you had those. You had like Fight Club. I
Well,
remember that one.
interpret
That was
this.
terrible.
Yep.
You've come here to bring death
Yep.
and destruction
There was a
to
Rocky
our
game.
town.
I remember
which
that.
that was kind of broken as a boxing game. But I mean, you had Fight Night. Fight Night, what is it? Round 2? I put so much time into playing that game.
You leave a
Back then.
mountain of
I
corpses in
loved
your way.
I loved Fight Night, man. That game is fucking sick.
That's
Go on.
something I want to come back. Like, I actually have Fight Night Round 4. I have never played it yet. I just got it because I saw
Dude,
it
that
cheap.
was one of the better Fight Night games.
Would you say it's better than Round 2?
No. That's
Zach,
why I
I'm
said
willing
one
to
of
do
the
whatever
better
it takes
ones.
to
Okay.
But
prove
no,
that we
it's
fight
not
on the side
2.
of justice.
No. Because 2 was
But why
frickin'
was
awesome.
Philip here in the first place? I thought we were inside her mind. No need to
Okay,
answer, Zach.
everybody
reason this
and their
world's so fun
mama,
is
not
because of all the mysteries
even
it
people
holds.
that weren't boxing fans, had Fight Night Round 2.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. That's the thing I liked with Fight Night, is just, like, you don't need to be a boxing fan in order to enjoy that game. You can just play it, pick it up, and go. And to be fair, like, pulling off moves with the right stick was probably very satisfying. And it was because of that that led to other EA games using that system. Right?
And Fight Night got that from Madden, because the right stick was your juke in Madden,
Mm-hmm.
or your truck stick in later games.
Yeah, because Fight Night used it for your arm motions. I know NHL used it for the skill stick. Because you could use that to make your shots.
Yeah, you could do like deeks, and you could do like behind the back deeks, in between the legs deeks. You could beak it off your fucking skate and then like go into a behind the back if you wanted to. You could get really fancy with it.
Yeah, and I liked that. That was awesome. Although a little bit unwieldy at first, but hey, once you got used to it, it was pretty damn cool. Like, I actually have NHL 21, and I haven't had a chance to pick it up to actually play it yet. Shit, I have a problem. Okay, those crabs explode, by the way.
I had no idea that happened.
I just noticed it. The explosion freaked me the fuck out.
Oh yeah, you want to know something that
Go
I
for it.
noticed with new Madden games as opposed to old ones?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they're slower.
Yeah, the pace has
It
slowed
honestly
intentionally.
feels like they're fucking
It feels
slower.
like. That's intentional, it seems like. It's not you.
Because I remember in classic Madden games, even when I didn't play on arcade settings, because you could do that,
Mm-hmm.
even when I didn't play on arcade settings, if I played on sim settings, the player movement and speed was so much faster and more fluid. Right? And that's why those games are so fun to play.
Mm-hmm. Because of the speed. But no, you're not wrong with that. Like, I picked up, like I said, I have NHL 21. I still need to play that at some point. But I played, what is it, NHL 19? And that felt kind of slow when I played it.
I honestly never played any like sim NHL games until 21. 21 was my first NHL game, and I enjoyed it.
Do you still have 21?
There's a... I do. It's over there.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Shit, I need to get a PlayStation version. I picked it up for Xbox.
Yeah, I picked it up because it was on sale with NHL 94 Rewind.
Oh yeah, that edition. Because there was an edition that came with it, right?
Yeah, and I got that version digitally, and then I went and bought a physical copy because I just wanted a physical copy of an NHL game.
I actually saw 21 should be a bit cheaper here. If it's on sale for PlayStation, I kind of have an itch to play some hockey, honestly. But you know what was a surprising, at least for sports games, PGA?
Yeah, I like the Tiger Woods PGA Tour games.
And the new one that came out, that 2K put out, that one was, it was surprisingly fun. I'll say that. With gameplay of the old NHL 94. What's it called?
Yeah, what's that called? I don't know, sports and roguelites, it doesn't really feel like a good mixture.
Now they're throwing more enemies. Tape to tape. There's a demo on Steam. Okay, so it's for PC right now. Will you just stop spawning? I need to save my bullets.
But yeah, with that game having NHL 94 level gameplay, I know some fucking hockey YouTubers that are going to be all over that game.
There's gotta be, right? At least
there's one I watch called Nasher. Pretty big hockey fan. One of the biggest hockey YouTubers on YouTube. I guarantee you, he's probably already played that demo.
Hey, Mr. Bungo. How's it going? Stop dropping your crabs.
Yeah, sorry for the little rant there.
No, that's fine.
About sports games.
That's fine. We gotta talk about something. Right? You can't just watch me shoot monsters.
You guys couldn't tell by that rant, I did used to play sports games a lot as a kid. I was actually known in our school sports guy. People wanted to know about sports games, they came to your boy.
You were the man.
I literally played everything under the sun. NBA Ballers, NBA Street, NBA Jam, fucking NBA Live 2K. Alright. Basically the basketball guy. But I also played NFL Street, Madden, NFL 2K. I played, what else did I play? I played the arcade games, like the Blitzes of the world and things like that.
I never got to play Blitz 2. That's one I wish I could get my hands on.
I think Blitz 2 is better than Blitz 1.
You think so?
In every way.
But I imagine trying to find copies of those games for like a good price is not cheap.
Not at all. And they're not even backwards compatible on the current Xbox platforms.
Thank you, licensing. Right?
Boy, would I love to see that though.
But also, Microsoft's not working on the backwards compatibility program anymore now. Sad.
Panda.
Quite literally. Oh, we're doing alright. Just rocking out to some Deadly Premonition, as you see here. Mr. Bongo, what are you up to tonight? And I'm lost and I forgot which way we're supposed to go. Zaid, are you sure that number's good enough? Oh, there's the door. I ran by it. Didn't even know what hit him. Ouch! I'm in a bad spot, you could say. Will you stop it? There we go. Thank you. Well, I guess it'll do. How are you doing tonight? We're dying. This is bad. Oh, we just avoided all of that. Alright, I think we're gonna have a boss fight. How long was said nap, Zaid? Companies that you're interested in talking to, Mr. Bongo?
I grew up in this room. As my back broke under all my father's expectations.
Your cocktail was delicious. So delicious, in fact, that it carried me off into a dream.
Yeah, smoke. That's a perfect time to do it.
Huh. Professor R, what did you hope to achieve by coming back to this house? I don't believe for a moment that you'd ever risk your life just to get revenge on your father.
Leonard Clarkson. That was my name when I lived here. Everyone called me Lenny. My father taught me all sorts of things so that I would grow up to become a proper heir. How to manipulate people. How to properly use tools such as violence and rewards. But I could never bring myself to care about any of it.
You left this place in order to find your true self. But what did that achieve? In the end, you fell back into Lucare. And now you spend your time selling the new drug you created, preying on the weak.
That's not a
You and
nap,
the
that's more
Clarksons
like
are exactly
sleep,
alike in that
Zaid.
regard. No. you
Amazon's
choose
where you
your
found these
victims
companies. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully
which makes
one of
you even
them,
uglier.
when you reach out to
Some
them.
people find joy in ruining themselves. Offering up their lives to whatever they worship. This cycle has repeated itself since long ago. To me, it's the most noble of actions. Surely you must agree. Agent Morgan.
I'm sorry, you're a little too close to me right now.
Stop trying to rationalize your crimes
back
with
up
that
a little bit.
dramatic
You're in my
gibberish.
personal space.
Vicissitudo, the Latin word used to describe a fluctuation between two polar opposites. Galena's body wasn't a declaration of war. It was this, wasn't it? Those severed roots were fakes. Who did you force to kill Galena?
I can't believe you figured out that much. You're dangerous.
What you're talking about is true madness, not some noble fairy tale.
You're going to shoot me. Okay. Go ahead and shoot. Come on! Shoot me!
No.
The Clarkson bloodline is cursed. It needs purification. A blood purge!
So I imagine killing you will be part of that purge, I hope, right? I would hope.
Putting a bullet into their head actually sounds like a really good thing right about now.
Hang on, can you just sit still for a minute? I need to give you your daily dose of vitamin lead, thank you very much. You won't function correctly without it. Again, that's not a nap, that's sleep. How long would you consider a nap?
No longer than about 3, maybe 3.5 hours.
Okay. Yeah, because Zaid said if you read chat, Zaid said he took a 7-hour nap.
Okay. That's higher than even the stretch mark that I was thinking.
And Cinematic took a 12-hour nap. Yeah, those aren't naps.
Well, that is sleep. That is sleep. 7 and 12 hours respectively. That's sleep.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, so how are you... Tell me how you can rationalize that as a nap. It is not a nap. Unless our definitions are different from what they have. Hey, where'd you come from? Go back into the ground where you belong. Explosive barrels is never a good thing. There we go. They threw more explosive crabs. What are we supposed to do? You just stand still, please. Thank you. There we go. Okay. No, no, York, bad. Bad. Better. We need a box. Hang on. I guess we'll wake these guys up. There we go. Sorry, I'm allergic to horrific bullshit. I don't know what else to tell you. There we go. I wonder what kind of drugs you have to take to get on this kind of trip. Hang on. There we go. So cold that you're freezing. Quite literally, I need a heat blanket or a heater to warm me up from that stuff. I would say Mr. Bongo. This is bad. This is really bad. You want to talk about a game that's like, I'm surprised it got a bunch of releases that people played? The Cabela's games.
Oh man, those games are very popular where I live.
Oh really? I know they did,
yeah.
They did multiples of them. There was like, what, the hunting games and then Dangerous Hunts.
Yeah, so you have Cabela's hunting, you have Cabela's fishing.
Fishing.
Well. And then you had the Dangerous Hunts. And they were really popular around here because, of course, you know, you live in a redneck kind of state like I do. There's a lot of hunters.
And they can't go hunting all the time, so...
So when not in season,
yeah,
they play video games to get their bait. So many motherfuckers in my area had PS2s just to play Cabela games.
Really?
Yeah, not even kidding.
I've never got the chance to play any myself. There's one I saw that just caught my interest because of how insanely ridiculous it is. And that was Dangerous Hunts 2013.
That's Dangerous Hunts in a fucking nutshell.
They're just meant to be that fucking insane.
Like, if you want the more typical tame experience with hunting, you go for Cabela's, you go for one of the Cabela's hunting games.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we found it.
One of the normal hunting games. Not Dangerous Hunting. Normal hunting.
But you also said they did fishing? I didn't think there was a fishing game.
Oh yeah, there was Cabela's fishing games.
Were they popular?
not as popular as something like a Sega Bassmaster, but you know, they were the biggest fishing game at the time. So people that were into fishing games had no real other choice except for, like, I guess Rapala Pro or something like that.
Oh, Rapala's Pro Bass Fishing or something?
Yeah.
I never got to play the Sega Bass Pro Fishing, but it looked like it could be a fun one. I do know they released quite a few fishing games on the Wii. Because it made sense for the remote, right?
Yeah, and actually, there's a channel that I follow, RPG Life, and they released a video talking about, like, super, you know, they released a video where they were hunting for video games and stuff like that. And they found, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to leave the party and then come back because I cannot hear you or the game.
No, I'm here.
So
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Back.
Okay. Again, technical issues, people. You gotta love Discord for that stuff.
Okay, game's just fine.
Hello?
There we go.
Okay.
You're fine.
Damn bugs.
So-
Oh, hang on, wait. Pause your story for a minute because this is what I was telling you about. What you missed the first time. You get to see it this time.
Zach, here it is again. A red tree and a translucent cocoon.
Look, it's a
we've
fetus.
reached the core.
The goddess
Fucking
of
hell.
fertility will descend into Lucari, and then the sweet fruit will be ours. Destruction is the first step to creation.
This game is still balls to the wall crazy as always.
Sent everything into motion.
You wouldn't expect anything
There's
less
no
out of these,
stopping
right?
it now.
Nope.
Her death proved how determined I am, how dedicated I
Yeah.
am to all who trust
So-
in
But yeah, continue on. Sorry. I'll just shoot
they
when I
were
get to shooting this
doing
thing.
Their
a-
Okay.
deaths were not
They
in
were doing
vain.
like a yard
led
sale
us
hunt video,
Mhm.
and they found this game
The Clark's
that is literally
blood
a
curse
fishing
will be washed
RPG on the
away.
Wii.
Life must
Interesting.
be sacrificed.
I'm not shitting you guys either.
Blood purge.
There is a fishing RPG on the
Blood.
Wii.
I need blood.
I wonder if you can get like different like rods and stuff, and like the different fishing lines have. Oh, hey, look! Now I'm gonna shoot this thing.
Dude,
I
what the
don't-
hell? You've already took out half his fucking health bar.
What kind of pistol do I have here, right? There we go.
Dude, that was like the quickest boss fight ever.
Oh, we're not done yet. But that was a little too quick than it should be, right?
Galena and Lise, they're both dead. I can't turn back now. The red soul can't die here. You can't erase it.
Oh yes, we can. We can kill you, Lena.
The blood purge. We will create a new world. A new generation. The blood must be purified.
I don't think that's how you give birth, right? Dude, I think there's something, or ma'am, there's
That's
something
the
wrong with
true
your
self
arms.
you worked so hard to find. I'm sorry, Lena. I gave you far more credit than I ever should have.
You ain't wrong
The
about that, York.
Clarksons have always been the chosen ones, proud souls, divine life-given form. But at some point, that blood became tainted. So I decided to reset it. I need to purify this corrupt blood for the one I love most. After I left home, I met the Red Soul and acquired a guide. And so I created the red powder and became an apostle for the red magic. The red powder transforms the body from within. It creates empowered souls, and mature souls are the greatest offering one can present to the goddess. Lys and Galena didn't lose their minds. They both died with honor.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Just how deluded are you? You dismembered them and strung up their bodies in the name of vapid symbolism. Where's the honor in that? So what if they said they wanted to die? Cultists have been saying that for centuries.
Silence! You will impede us no longer. You're always so smug. Oh, how I hate you. This is the last you'll ever see of my plan. Now die!
Here, I have some lead. I have some vitamin lead. I think you're in desperate need of this dosage, right?
Eat my pistol bullets to the fucking face!
Just keep standing there, thank you. What'd you say? Sorry?
I said, okay, now that's
No
difficult.
one can stop
Okay.
my plan.
Imagine if my bullets did 100 damage to this thing, then it'd be like, this means nothing. Yeah, just thank you for standing there.
This can't be happening.
It's happening.
Most invincible.
Oh, yeah, my gun will kick your ass.
Back to dust you go.
Okay, fine, I'll run. Thank you for waiting for me to reload.
No one will be left to tell you about the plan.
Hey, I made an extra $1 out of that.
No.
Hell
How
yeah,
could
man.
I lose?
Fucking sharpshooter you are, Tex.
No one can stop my plan. Now. Not even me. Red Tree!
Well, there's red trees we saw throughout the town. I think they need to be burned. You think?
I do think so, yes.
Hang on. So that was easier than it should have been, you think? Okay, let's leave this godforsaken place. Just walk out like a boss. What are you doing?
Lena, let go. I'm going to count to 3. Then you're going to get down on the ground and put your hands behind your head. Got it?
See this? If I let go, the bomb in the fireplace will explode.
Don't worry, Shinky.
Do something smart for once, Lena. Detonating that bomb won't solve anything.
You're wrong, Agent Morgan. It'll give me the ending I've always dreamed of.
Leonard, you're wrong. Killing me will bring back our family's prosperity.
It'll
No,
just end it.
I know I am right.
You never change. Once you make up your mind, that single idea possesses you. It's almost like you're cursing yourself. Oh, my, always holding on to all your pain.
No! You're the one who's wrong!
When you first told me about the
Alright, now we're getting all melodramatic in this thing now, aren't we?
And your body.
Yep, because we got the
Didn't know
melodramatics.
I love you.
Stop it!
It's gotta happen,
I
right?
don't want to hear this!
Too late, Lena. You're gonna have to.
But
You need to
I
hear
always
this.
knew from the very start
Stop talking!
there was something special inside you.
No, he will not stop talking!
I also
You cannot make him stop talking.
knew that you had any cause with your older sister.
Okay, incest. I guess we're going down that road already. Jeez.
Well, that,
I just
I guess I guess he found her that hot, so it's just like, okay, let's do this.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's a percentage of people that appreciate that.
Please.
I never, ever hated you.
I'm sure that there are, but I am not one.
No,
Love you
I'm out too.
from
I'm out myself, and I can't relate because I don't have any brothers or sisters. Oh,
I said shut up.
too late.
Don't, Lena.
This is necessary.
How are you bleeding from your eye?
All of the corrupt blood must die. The Clarkson's blood
maybe
must
pop
be
the
purged.
vessel?
Then, the
Really,
purity
you are
that's
that
left
into
behind
this, aren't you, Lena?
can rebuild the Clarkson's legacy.
Is that the goddess of fertility?
Go and see her with your own eyes. You're an FBI special agent. Surely you can find her. No one can stop my plan now. Not even
Shoot
me.
the remote.
No, stop!
Too late.
Patricia Clarkson.
Patty! I hope not. Although, look at that mess. How are we gonna clean this up now?
And everything and everyone in the room except for York is fucked.
Look up. Okay, somehow they magically ended up there.
Paul!
Too late, Danny.
Oh, Paul! Oh my God!
Convenient. Hungan.
Agent York? Can you hear me?
Voodoo ass motherfucker.
What is it, Patty? Where's Melvin?
Well, I don't know. He won't answer me, and he ain't at the sheriff's office either. What should I do? You think he got caught up in some kind of trouble?
Well, Lena said the name Patricia Clarkson. Any reference to Patty, you think?
Okay, I'm making a prediction right now.
I can't.
Patty, I need someone at the Clarkson's house ASAP.
Patty,
who
the
you
Patty
send.
that we know,
They
and
can
the
also
Patty
ask
that
Daniel
we
Clarkson
have
about the
been
details
following
once they get
around,
here.
you know, that's been
And
following
you
us
should also
around
call
this
an
whole
ambulance,
game,
just in case.
is
Mhm.
Patricia
Got it?
Clarkson. She abandoned her family and she got adopted by the sheriff.
I'm going to head straight
That's
over
what
to the
I'm
sheriff's
thinking,
office,
too.
Patty. Let's meet up there.
She used to be a child for the Clarksons and then, yeah, left. That is a possibility. We'll have to see where the
Either
story
that,
takes us.
or the Clarksons kicked her out of the family. That could have happened too.
How could
They
they
kicked her out of the family and then just basically disowned her for something that she did.
disown
and
a
then-
child?
Hey, it happens.
I can imagine that. It's just like, I just find that, like, that is just pure disrespect right there. You abandon a child, but then again, there's such a thing as honor killings too, so I'm not gonna say anything to that. I'll just be quiet about that part. I guess we'll just ride the skateboard, shall we?
Yeah, let's do some more brodacious stuff on the board, bro.
Oh, what the fuck? Car, what are you doing?
Maybe it heard the explosion and just went off the road.
Hang on, let's slowly get close to this thing, right?
And then bump into the back of it and fly across the map.
No. Although that did damage my skateboard, so that's a bad idea. I don't want to have to get this thing repaired again, but I don't mind giving it to Emma.
Nah, Emma seems like a good person.
Mm-hmm. Emma's the female Tony Hawk. There you go.
Female, yes. Female Tony Hawk. Yep, that's what we're running with the whole game.
Yeah, Emma is the female Tony Hawk. You heard it here first, people.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Hunga, is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of either? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me.
So, yeah, we need to know more about
By the
Hungan.
way, Zach, Hungan feels
And
very
I know you
familiar
think,
to me. You might
and
even
I
say
know
he reminds me
that
of
some of you
someone.
out there are probably
Yes,
thinking we're
I
being a
think
bunch
I
of
see the
sarcastic
connection
fuckers, but
now.
no, we're not.
Cheerful,
No,
yet
we're
also
basically
mysterious
calling it as we see it.
African-American who appeared in a variety of different films.
And we're just being straight up with you.
Overlapping him with the
If we're
skeleton.
sarcastic, we
Do
would tell
remember
you.
his name? Ah, yes, that's it. Scatman Crothers. In 1980, he played Dick Halloran
Okay,
in The
and I
Shining.
know
And
everybody in the
1983,
Twitch chat
he was in
knows
The
our
Planes.
humor,
He
but
played the
we're
man who
talking to the
invited all
people
those
of
elderly
YouTube.
folks into a strange
Or anyone who's
world.
watching this
You
after
would
the
say.
fact, right?
There's
Because, like,
definitely
yeah,
a
they probably
connection,
don't
but he's a bit
know
too
how we
old.
operate.
Scatman's more of a sage character. Our
I
skeletal
can't tell
gentleman
you
is a
how
little
many
younger,
playthroughs of you
yes.
on YouTube I've
They have
seen
different body types. but
recommended like
what about
right
Forrest
smack
Whitaker?
dab in
He
the
made his
middle of a
debut in
fucking playthrough.
1982 in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Then he was in Platoon.
Like,
The
here,
Color of
we're at
Money,
part
both released in
14
1986,
of I don't know
followed
how
by
many.
Good Morning Vietnam
What
in
happened to part 1?
1987.
Where's
He was
part
in Bird
1?
in
Are
1988.
you telling me it doesn't exist?
What an
Why didn't you
impressive
suggest that
filmography.
first?
Across the 80s,
Right?
he transformed his rough, young image into a more cheerful, wiser one. That's why the 80s can also
I
be
feel like our
described
skateboard
as
needs a
the
jet
decade
engine on
that
it.
built up Forrest Whitaker's career. I firmly believe that he'll win an Academy Award for Best Actor someday. Yes, I'm sure it's right around the corner. He'll most likely wait until the time is right. Maybe around next year, then he'll unleash his best performance
Fucking
yet.
Forrest
I could
Whitaker,
go on
oh
about
my
famous actors
God.
forever, but we have a
No, he'll
case
get
to
his
solve.
Academy Award
Let's
from
table
Star
this
Wars
discussion.
Andor. There you go. You heard it here. It's because of Star Wars he's gonna get that damn Academy Award. I think he has one already, doesn't he?
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All
So,
busted
am I
up
wrong on
undergoing
that?
maintenance. The city was built on a
I'll
swamp,
check
so
that.
the ground
Yeah.
was soft.
I'll fact check
All
it.
it takes is some
Mhm.
heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world. And there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place. For better or worse, it's a good example of how allowing certain people to rise to power can have positive effects as well. Also, don't you find that Southern people are remarkably friendly, even to total strangers?
Forrest Whitaker
Both here and in New Orleans, I've been amazed at how cordial everyone is. Is it just the way things are down here? You certainly don't see that sort of thing in New York or D.C.
Well, I can already say he at least has one.
They only say
At
what's
least has
necessary.
one.
What was
Without
it
any
for?
decoration. The customer only makes
Best
eye
actor,
contact with the waiter about
2008.
once every 3 times they interact.
Okay.
But that's just how it is.
Which
Isn't that
wait,
right?
which movie?
The human
Does it say?
relationships here are as fluid as an
Hold on.
organic mechanism running on
Forrest
the
Whitaker
smoothest,
Awards. Here we
purest
go.
oil there
Here
is.
we
And it
go.
feels
Okay,
strange
there you go.
after
You got something.
Right
spending
here.
time in New Orleans and coming here.
Thank you,
Starting to like the
IMDb.
Southern disposition. They even have their own breed of bizarre
They definitely do
crimes.
come in
And
handy.
Besides, the New Orleans area is famous for its
Okay,
paranormal
2007 is
I'm
the
sure
year
it'll
he
entertain
won.
us somehow.
Best
It's still a
performance
bit
by
of
an
a
actor in the
ways
leading
off,
role
but
for The Last
perhaps
King
we
of
can also do a little
Scotland,
case study
which
for
came
our
out in
post-retirement
2006.
plan. What? You still think it's too
I have
early for
never heard of that
I didn't say
movie.
so. It's never too early to be prepared. Come on.
He
you know
also-
you're with me on this one, Zach.
Let me see here. He also was nominated for a couple of Emmys. He won an Emmy.
Okay.
Primetime Emmy winner for 2003 Outstanding Made-for-Television Movie, Door to Door.
Never heard of that one.
Oh, The Last King of Scotland also won him a BAFTA award for Best Leading Actor.
Okay. And that was back in 2007, and he hasn't had one since. It's very unfortunate, at least according to York. You would say.
Ah, but you see, this game is set in 2005, so that's 2 years before his Oscar win.
Yeah, that's true. At least this part of the game. Alright, where's the police station? Okay, we made it.
Zach, let's come back during.
Are you fucking... Why is a police station only open during a certain amount of time? Shouldn't a police station be open 24 hours? You think?
No, ours isn't.
Really?
Not our sheriff's office.
Okay.
Our city and definitely state police is open 24 hours. But I don't think the sheriff's office is open 24 hours.
I guess maybe because it's a little more local? Right?
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, so here's how many police forces we have in one city, in Harlan. Now, I live in Everts, so we have our Everts City Police, and then we have the state police, which comes in sometimes, you know, just to do patrols around here and such like that.
Yeah, fair.
Harlan, on the other hand, fucking Harlan, dude. They've got the sheriff's office, they've got their own city police, and they've got the state police.
That seems like quite a lot. Maybe a little excessive, you think?
Well, Harlan itself is a pretty big area.
Due to the nature of our work, we've had to stay at hotels all over America. But Zach, do
You
you
got
know what I hate
downtown
most
Harlem
about
over
living out of a
here
hotel? Shower
on one
pressure. The
side,
shower was invented so that
and that's
human
where the
beings
sheriff's
could
office
quickly
and the city
bathe in
police
large
is, and
quantities
that's
of
where they
water, correct?
mainly do their
Yet there are far
patrols.
too many hotels in our nation that have showers with embarrassingly weak
But
water
it's
pressure.
not
It's an
out of
outrage.
the realm of
And I'll keep
possibility
tooting my
to
horn
see
about this every chance I
a
get, believe you
sheriff
me.
car on the other side of the city near the hospital and stuff like that.
Okay.
Same for the city police, same for the state police. You know, state police, shit, they're everywhere.
The state police, yeah, they would be all over the place. Hang on, we need to eat some food. You pick what's on the menu this time, okay?
And that's what I'm talking about. You can't get fine eating like this at any of those diners out there. So make sure you enjoy.
Alright, so what are we having?
Okay, what are my options here? Barbecue shrimp,
Seafood
We have-
platter
a seafood platter.
or a bananas foster? I think this was the only one we haven't tried yet.
Let's go for the one that we haven't tried yet, the Bernardo's Foster.
Hang on, yeah. And all it is a liquefied cup of coffee. Right?
Oh my fucking god.
Thanks, mister. Next time you get a hankering for old-time Creole food, just stop on by.
You wish it was actual food that he ate?
I didn't even realize that it was a fucking... I didn't even realize it was a fucking form of coffee.
Apparently, same with the shrimp platter. I mean, the seafood platter is just a fucking cup of coffee. Almost anything he eats is just coffee form.
I know I should have went for the barbecue shrimp.
I don't know, how would barbecue shrimp coffee taste?
I'd assume not too good.
Well, okay, hang on, it's barbecue shrimp. We have to do... do you think one of us should try a fake Australian thing for it? Put your shrimp on the barbie. I'm not Australian, I can't pull it off. Fuck!
I can't do it either, and I do not want to let our Australian brothers and sisters that may or may not be in chat down.
That or anyone else watching this down. If so, I have failed you. I am sorry. You can make fun of Canadians for just saying sorry a lot or having maple syrup on all our fucking things. To be fair, I actually I've tried maple syrup in coffee. It's not bad. It's a pretty good alternative.
I've also heard honey in coffee is pretty good.
Yes, yes it is. Same thing with tea. It is a good alternative.
Now, honey and tea, I can 1000% confirm that's fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
That even takes the worst tea and makes it great.
Better than sugar.
Did you
Uh-oh.
find Melvin?
She's sad.
Nope, I can't find either of them.
Either of them?
Yeah, when I went home, it wasn't just my daddy who was missing. Mama was gone too. This never happened before.
Zach, we need to stop Professor R's plan no matter what it takes. Relax, Patty. You don't need to worry about a thing. I'm sure that Melvin just stumbled across an important clue that's stolen his attention for now.
Hopefully.
And I'm sure he's protecting your mother while he's at it. Let's just leave the investigation to the local police and rest for today. I need to prepare a report for the HQ anyway. How about staying with me in my room until we find them?
But...
You don't need to worry. I can't make you any homemade food, but I've got a first-class chef and a first-class concierge at my disposal.
Pretty much the same person.
And a very affable bellboy. It's a lot of fun at that hotel.
Again, same person.
But... Okay, I guess. Thanks, Agent York.
You gotta watch
You're
out
a
for your
lady,
partner,
so you
right?
take the bed. Zach and I will be fine on the couch.
Mm-hmm. Alright. We need to escort her. Right? I think?
Misa thinks so.
Come on, Jar Jar. When it loads. Hang on. Do you have anything to say?
Patty, you live in a very peaceful town.
You sure about that? 'Cause I'm not.
Well, that was short.
By the way, Patty, what do you usually do when you're at home?
Is this an interrogation?
Oh, no. I just figured that since we're working together now, it'd be a good idea to learn a little more about you.
Should an adult male like you really be asking a little girl this kind of question? Feel like I heard a story about this sort of thing on the news once.
There's a time and a place for everything. You know exactly who I am. And I've also introduced myself to your father. Besides, you're the one who said you wanted to come with me.
I was just kidding, jeez. You're an FBI special agent. Why would I ever need to worry?
You shouldn't automatically trust
Hang
someone
on.
just because they're an FBI special agent. One's profession and one's personality are completely separate things. For example, one special agent may fall spiritually in love with a genius criminal who enjoys the taste of human flesh.
That's Hannibal. You pulled that straight out of a movie.
Just because it's a film doesn't mean it isn't deeply rooted in reality. You can't judge people solely based on where they work or how they look. You need to think hard and decide things for yourself.
Fine.
Okay, where am I going? This is how lost I am. There we go. Patty, say something.
It's a beautiful day, Patty.
Really? Seems kinda normal to me.
Now that you mention it, yes, it is a normal day. I just felt like saying that.
What? You know, sometimes you really get on my nerves.
Well, so do you to us, right?
Patty, what's that?
That tree? Or the water tower?
That thing I'm pointing at. That.
Like I said, what?
That thing. Right there, Patty.
Just tell me what it is. How am I supposed to know which that you're referring to? Oh, you're goofing on me, ain't you?
Fine, talk again.
That melody always gets stuck in my head.
Yes, it's a devilish song, isn't it?
Just be quiet.
A demanding little child, isn't she? Anyway, we made it back. Event edge card. EB edge card? Back when they had interesting designs, right?
Oh man, these were the days.
Yeah. Simpler times, right?
Simpler times where you didn't have to worry about logging on
Zach, the
to a
Clarkson
social
family
media
tree is
platform
nothing like we thought it
and then
was.
running into nothing but constant discourse.
Discourse, bullshit, propagandas.
We need to reorganize everything we've uncovered so far.
But then again, that's life in general, too.
She was so tired she fell right to sleep. Hey, Zach, I'm in a very difficult spot right now. I feel like this case is heading in a direction that will be extremely unpleasant for her. I've never felt anything like this during any of our cases thus far.
Okay, her eyes are closed. Good. I was gonna say, if she was sleeping with her eyes open, that'd be very creepy.
Very creepy, but also very on brand for this game.
Because of the bugs.
Yep.
Alright, let's organize our evidence first, shall we?
First, Let's go back to the beginning. Lise Clarkson's body was found hanging under a bridge over the bayou, in a deserted spot close to where the bayou meets the Mississippi. The one who fired the pistol at Heaven surely had no idea what he would find there. Speaking of which, Zach, Chuck, the man who started this race we're running, what's his occupation?
Crawfish
That's
farmer.
right. He's a crawfish farmer.
Trash or keep? You can't renew it or anything. Unless you like the design of it, keep it. Otherwise, trash it.
And after chasing a poacher's boat that crossed over into his farmland, he went up the bayou and was fortunate enough to find Lisa's body. I doubt it was a very pleasant experience for him.
How would finding a body be a pleasant
But
experience?
if not for his discovery, Lisa's body might have started rotting out there. He's a difficult person to be sure, but I don't think he's a bad guy.
No.
Chuck said something peculiar. He claimed the Clarksons were a little better when their son was still around. I don't know exactly what he meant, but we ended up meeting the person he was talking about, didn't we? Under very unexpected circumstances. Leonard Clarkson. He ran away from home, found his true self, then changed names. So, Zach, do you remember her name? Philip J. He took the empire his father created and made it bigger and better. Imagine his shock when it all suddenly started to crumble and decline. No matter the age, Zach, people are always prone to destroying their own families.
That's a fucking understatement, I would say, for some. They still do edge cards, yeah.
Betrayals, rebellions, coups d'etats, public executions. Our history has proven this time and time again. Professor R was simply honoring a human tradition, but no logic could ever justify what she did. Come on, Zach, I know you can remember her name.
Helena Dahlman.
The townspeople call her Lena. She was also known as Professor R while she plotted against the Clarksons. She's the mother of the new drug known as Sang Rouge. She must have also had a group of followers who worshipped her fanatically. I can see it now. Lena sprinkling down the red powder, corrupting every last pure and innocent girl in town. Lena mentioned her plan each time we met. She must have taken us for utter fools, Zach. She thought she was always one step ahead of us, and that we'd never see the full scope of her plan.
I don't think it would.
Well, her plan isn't complete yet, and I know we can still stop it. That's why we need to learn all we can about her. Her alias was Professor R, and she was well learned in the areas of medicine and fire dynamics. By the way, Zach, do you remember what weapon Lena used to murder PJ?
Yeah, a miniature
Correct.
bomb.
She used a miniature bomb. To tell you the truth, she surprised me. That bomb was so well placed. It left hardly any damage on the building itself,
And somehow you survived out of that too.
yet still did amazing work on them. Lena should have used that brain of hers for something more productive than that saga of revenge. For example, reviving Lucare's economy from the industrial sector. Widen your perspective, and you'll see that Louisiana is an industrial treasure trove. With her intelligence and her charisma, I'm sure she would have found some amazing opportunities. Such a tragedy. Zach, there's one more important matter we need to think about here. Galena Clarkson, who was murdered in jail. Her body was dismembered, then rearranged into a V shape. Patty and Melvin claimed it was a severed roots killing, but that doesn't make sense to me. And PJ Clarkson disapproved of it when I met him in the other world. He saw Galena's parts lined up and was overcome by an inexplicable fear. Tell me, who killed Galena?
We don't
Unfortunately,
know.
We don't have the answer to this one yet, and it's too big a problem to solve with mere speculation. The answer to this question may lead to a major turning point for this case and the final turning point for this story. You know it's true, Zach. I only hope it doesn't push us down an avenue we didn't plan on exploring.
How much you want to bet it's Danny that did it? Daniel Clarkson.
Okay, after assessing the evidence and thinking about it, Daniel is definitely a prime suspect.
But
But there also could be a dark horse that just comes out of nowhere, and it could be revealed to be them.
Hey, Zach,
mm-hmm.
do you remember PJ's last words? Lena had intercourse with her older
Damn it,
sister.
I'm probably going to be wrong about this, but I'm calling
her
it right
own
now.
flesh and
Melvin!
blood.
I was thinking
This
maybe the
means
police,
there's still one
the
more
sheriff
person
too.
out there who inherited PJ's blood.
Plus, we never met Patty's mom and Melvin's wife. If you think about it. Again, he's in his underwear.
It's true.
Although that saxophone, that is just awesome.
Oh, fucking poachers, now I gotcha. Caught you red-handed.
Oh, over there. What? I think that was Melvin's hand. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But no use for it. Yeah, it's good for nostalgia. Okay.
Soon, I'm almost there. Just please, someone, stop that noise.
What?
What in the name of hell is going on?
Well, let's keep watching. Yep. Oh, he's infected now.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Anyway, back to 2019.
Let me try and summarize this. Helena Doman was the mastermind behind the entire incident. But Helena Doman was actually P.J. Clarkson's son, who had severed ties with the family. Helena was also known as Professor R, the mother brain behind the drug known as Sang Rouge.
That's right.
She was responsible for everything?
Not everything, but most of it. Almost everything went according to her plan.
But if you'd already figured out that much, why did you continue to stay in Le Carré?
Because we had to.
You had to. Whatever for?
The goddess was still there.
The goddess.
The goddess of fertility.
Mm-hmm.
Lise Clarkson's body.
Not her.
No.
She was as beautiful as a goddess, but she wasn't the goddess. She was just a tragic victim.
Then who is the goddess of fertility?
The person at the root of this case.
Is it some kind of metaphor? For example, the vast wealth that the red powder yielded.
The goddess of fertility embodied abundance on the outside. But on the inside, she was a hollow void, and that void was threatening to swallow up all of Lucare.
There's that crying again.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I did see a little bit of it back
Are
then,
you
but
okay,
I didn't.
Mr. Morgan?
I didn't watch a lot of it though. But I know that was a big show of the 90s.
Morgan almost sounds like a prophet talking about the end of the world.
He's starting to lose it a little bit.
Elusive, and intent on deceiving those who listen. But every now and then he adds an interval of truth. Patricia Clarkson is one of those. She's something special. Something irreplaceable to him. Instead of kicking your floor, perhaps it'd be wiser to invest in a soundproofing mat.
Are you irritated, Belle? Yes, of course you are. You think we lack a common human trait, and that bugs you. We're crazy. Human refuse. That's how we look to you, isn't it?
I would never go that far, but you did surprise me. Just doesn't seem like the kind of attitude one should display when in the company of others.
Yes, we're sorry. We agree with you.
This isn't York, Hawk. This is Zach. We're in the year 2019 now.
It just made us remember a time when that noise kept ringing out, and we couldn't stop it. That flight from Newark Liberty to Seattle Tacoma.
2005 and 2019.
It was the first flight we took as FBI agents. The plane was shaking violently due to turbulence, and when we looked to the side, we saw a young mother cradling a baby with a frightened look on her face. We got worried, so we spoke to her. Then the baby started crying. It was so loud, we couldn't resist plugging up our ears. And since it was so loud, the rest of the passengers started glaring at us. At first, the mother and I waved our hands, trying to quiet down the baby. But our efforts were in vain. It never stopped crying. The more our anxiety levels rose, the louder its cries grew, shrill and piercing, as if they were heralding the apocalypse. We were powerless, and the baby's mother was helplessly bewildered. Once the plane landed safely in Tacoma, the baby finally stopped crying. We heaved a sigh of relief and looked at the mother. Then she said, "Whose child is this?"
Wait, this wasn't your baby? Then whose was it? Don't tell me you kidnapped a child. Is it like a complete transformation, Mr. Bongo?
We were shocked. So we asked her what was going on. Apparently, sometime after she boarded the flight, that baby randomly appeared on her lap. Then it ordered her to call me over, and kept sitting there, as if nothing was wrong. Can you believe that, Belle? Bizarre, isn't it? While we were talking, the baby disappeared. The being responsible for all that loud, grating noise simply disappeared without a trace.
So what was that? What was the baby then? An illusion?
Ever since then, whenever I hear a baby crying, I remember that bizarre experience. Well, What do you think, my fairy? Was it some sort of sign?
The logs in the center look far more burnt compared to the rest. Almost looks like they were used in conjunction with some kind of accelerant. Did you recently burn something there?
It's our fireplace. We're free to use it as we please.
I see traces of resin, which leads me to believe you burned up some sort of toxic substance. It doesn't matter what kind of fireplace you have. Burning anything other than firewood in it is dangerous. Next time, don't burn it up at home. Dispose of it like you would any other non-burnable refuse, especially if it was something like a smartphone or a USB memory stick.
Non-burnable refuse like a smartphone? Let's be serious here, Belle. That's exactly the sort of data one needs to thoroughly immolate. Remember what you learned at Quantico.
There.
USB memory sticks.
Those are still a thing. I have one right here.
I actually have one as well.
They're still fucking handy, man.
You're still
right?
searching for Patricia, yes?
Yeah, I have
need
a
to worry about that.
32 gigabyte one right here.
Yeah. The one I just showed on camera was the 64. I also have another 32, like right here. And then another one here where you can put a micro SD card in it. So
Nice.
We're
any
investigating.
storage would be nice on it.
In fact,
Okay, I'll take a look at it in a
we've
minute.
almost reached our goal. We just need to find
Okay,
some
so-
conclusive evidence.
Oh, we sincerely hope that's
But
the case.
you remember when USB flash drives used to only be like, what, 5 gigs? And we all thought, oh my god, that is a massive amount of storage.
I remember when there were like 512 megabytes, and then like 1 gig is just like, okay, now we're in the insane storage now.
After all.
But those were big back in the day,
So far,
weren't they?
we've just been
Yeah. Oh yeah.
barking up the
Oh
wrong
yeah.
tree.
Okay, if you want to go
Barking up the
insane
wrong
with
tree.
that, hang on here. I have something here. PlayStation 1 memory card. 1 mega. This was a lot.
That's right.
Anyone
Back
rem-
when games took 1 block to save.
You shouldn't be
Yep.
wasting time.
I still
either.
found that dumb where it's just
be
like,
out
okay,
there.
it says like, say 1 megabyte on there, but then when you plug it in, it says it's a block. How much is a block?
Then I'll just ask you straight away. Do you know where she is?
No, we don't.
I tell my
feel
I
her.
tell my nieces and my nephew all the
When we
time. I'm
close
just
our
like,
eyes,
you guys grew up literally
become
like
one
right at
with
the
the
tail
world."
end.
Of this stuff.
Yeah,
It's very
like
faint.
at the end of
can
memory
see her.
cards and
I can see
Points.
flash drives that were like
Patricia.
fucking 500
Are you trying to
megabytes
distract me again?
in size, and that was a
Or do you
massive
really
amount of
expect me to
storage
believe
and all
you're
that stuff.
clairvoyant or something?
Yeah, even like getting a memory card, like say even for PlayStation 2 or GameCube, or even for like a camera, those were insane for that. To be like, oh, these things are small, we'll never fill this up. And now look at it. You buy one of those today, it could barely hold much in it.
What do you think we are, X-Men?
Marvel reference.
And then you had not
It's
just
metaphysical,
the
offender
officially
profiling.
licensed memory cards. Oh no 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 no!
He actually
Back in the
asked
day, we
me
had
where Patricia is.
third-party ones to deal with, and
Does he
you
have
have
full
to be very
confidence that
careful
we'll
if
never
you were
find
choosing
her?
a third-party memory card because you
Fine.
could fuck your
I
saves
can
up.
deal with that. I'll just ask him everything I can about the loose
I actually have a
contact
third-party
case.
memory card for my GameCube.
No joke, my cousin at the time
So you think Alina was
got a
murdered by
third-party
Helena
memory
Doman,
card for
Mm-hmm.
her own
her
brother?
PS2,
PS2, okay.
Not her.
and
It was someone else.
she was playing.
Then
I
who
think
killed
at the
her?
time she was playing, yeah, Ratchet and Clank. She was
Mhm.
playing Ratchet and Clank
It's
going
written in the
commando.
report,
It's the
isn't it?
second game.
Yes.
Yeah, going commando,
But
right?
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So she goes,
Would
she
you mind
saves,
answering me in your own words?
does every
see,
bit
I
of,
find your
you know,
entire story
instructions
highly
that they tell you to
suspicious.
do to not corrupt your save.
Right.
She did not turn the system off
off.
until she
It's a complicated matter.
saw no
Extremely
flashing
complicated.
icons on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, 'cause, every game had that one icon that they would put in the lower
By the
left
way,
corner,
how did
or they
the
would have a
FBI
whole
find
ass
Lisa's
loading
body
screen for
after
it.
14 whole...
Right.
And
That's none of your
she was
business.
very
Are you
careful about
saying they
that.
just happened to be
We go to
investigating the
school.
Clarkson's cold
She
storage
comes back.
warehouse?
She
There
goes
was
back
some
home.
Undercover
She calls me up,
terrorism plot afoot there?
hysterical.
Like,
She's
upset.
Yeah,
I said it's
hysterical,
none of your
just
business.
mad,
Mhm.
straight up
We'll just
pissed.
have to guess.
She was like, "You'll never guess what happened." I was like,
It
"What?"
was
She was like,
an anonymous
"I just got home and my save's corrupted."
A tip related to Saint Rouge.
And I'm like, "Wait, what the heck? I saw you
Save.
literally. I saw you save the
Did we
game
hit
and
the
turn it
nail on
off
the
and do
head,
everything the
Belma?
proper way. What happened?" She was like, "I think it's the memory card.
But that's
I think
not
it's
what
the
we
memory
want to
card.
know
It has
about.
to be the memory
After all,
card."
the
Mhm.
FBI gets
And I'm
hundreds of
sitting there
tips
telling her,
every
"Nah,
day."
you're crazy.
Right.
You're
My
crazy.
very-
You're crazy."
It was always that way.
And she
Even
said,
back when we
"Well,
were on
look,
duty.
my parents are calling your dad
Here's what we
right after
really
we get
want to
done
know.
talking here. You gotta come up here with him, and we're gonna settle this." And I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Why?
So I go
Out
up
of
to my
all
cousin's
those
You
house.
go there. Yep.
Did you select
And
that one? Would you
Sure
tell
the
us that
fuck
much?
enough, because I
What
took my
urged
officially
you
licensed
to make
Sony
a
memory
beeline
card.
straight for this case?
Haha. Right.
That's none of your business.
So you take it up there.
Don't let him draw you into his game.
And by the way, I got
Stay
that
calm,
memory
Aaliyah
card
Davis.
gifted to me by one of my friends because it was an extra one of his. Thank you, Aaron.
The future influences the present just as much
Motherfucker
as
had
the
like
past.
4 or 5 of them.
I actually, when I got the PS2, it came with a couple of like official PS2 memory cards, and I ended up actually buying another one. I found a random one that said it was like, "Hey, this memory card is 64 megabytes." Like, wait, I didn't know they made
You
PS2
asked me
memory
why
cards
I spent
that
an entire
big.
2 days observing you before I came to speak with you.
Oh yeah. Now
Well,
I
here's why.
had a
Over those
officially
49
licensed
hours,
32
I observed the
megabyte one.
intervals
Mhm.
between your actions, when you were neither doing something nor doing nothing. I intently studied your intervals between action to action,
But
and
what
action
she
to
did,
inaction.
what my cousin did, was
The
she had
people reveal
2
everything
memory
during
cards.
the intervals between their actions.
She had also
example,
an official
when
Sony
you
one
eat
that she got
alone
with her
versus
console.
eating with someone else.
Yes.
The most prominent differences always appear
And then
when
she had the
someone either
third-party one
begins or
Mhm.
finishes
that she
eating a
used
meal.
just for extra space.
Yeah.
And
Right.
since these are
My
unconscious
first
actions,
memory card
they
was the
can't be
third-party
consciously
one.
hidden.
Mm-hmm.
When you prepare to eat or finish eating,
So we
When
go
you
up
move
there.
into
So I
cleanup,
go up there,
when you
and
pick up a
she
book or
shows
close
me
one,
the exact same
when you raise
save,
a cup of coffee to your
the
lips,
exact
human
same
actions
save
speak
that I
volumes.
saw the
Not even
previous
the
night
person
on
doing
her
the
official
actions is
one.
conscious of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what lies in those intervals.
But she pops the
That's my
Third-party
modus
third-party
operandi.
one
Yeah.
in there.
And here's the
No
conclusion it
bueno.
helped me reach.
No file.
Nothing.
There's one other person in this house, isn't
And
there?
I said, "Well, how do I know you didn't delete that file?
Yeah, how do I know that?
You're incredible, Bill.
How
You
do I know
outdid
that it was
all
on
our
there?
expectations.
But you deleted it
Impressive, to
before
say
I
the
came up
least.
here."
You're right, Bill. But only half right.
Half?
You should still be proud, though. Honestly, we never thought you'd make it this far.
There's somebody else in this house.
Her response was,
You've got real talent.
Was.
"You know me."
Mm-hmm.
Her response was, "You know me. I don't lie."
Yeah.
And she really
Most
did.
of what
She was
you
just
say is
straight up
disjointed
and honest
illogical. If
you
this
know,
goes to
as it
court, I
was,
won't let you claim that
basically.
your testimony is inadmissible just because of your little
Mhm.
indulgence there.
Fine by us.
Little did we know.
We can even put it in
Here's
writing
what the
if you
real
want.
problem was.
We won't run or hide.
My cousin had a
Will,
little
my
brother.
fairy.
Okay.
A little
Where's
brother
the
that
paper?
loved to be an
I
asshole,
had it around here.
specifically to
somewhere.
her.
Where
Not to me,
Where is
not to anybody else.
Just her.
Specifically to
Because
her.
they're siblings.
What happened was
Hey,
because
everything okay? What's going on out here?
now he
Oh,
didn't do
don't
this
tell me.
intentionally.
He's
okay?
just
He didn't
suffering
do this
from nausea.
intentionally.
Mhm.
But
more worried about
he
you.
went and played
You
something
were in there for quite some time.
Yeah,
on
sorry.
their console.
Ever since you got here, I've been all backed
and he
up.
thought, oh,
Mr. Mori,
okay,
can you stay?
I need to save. I'm just gonna
This is
use my
sign
sister's.
for
I'm gonna
coffee?
use this third-party
What could it
controller.
be? What is it
You know,
trying
this
to tell
third-party
me?
memory card.
Oh,
which
shit,
he called
look.
the weird memory card.
Is
the
that a
dragonfly.
Oh fuck! Okay, and there's a blood
Footsteps.
trail.
There's footsteps there.
Big footsteps. Footsteps. Big footsteps.
Some odd fella was following her around.
Wait a minute. What about that giant we saw in the freezer? Who was working in the food place, remember?
Stalking her like.
That poor girl, Lise. She was.
Yeah, the one that messed up the
druggy,
lights in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
and she was into the really bad stuff.
The Red Soul has the power to amplify the unique characteristics we all possess, mentally and physically. That's why I created the Holy Red Powder.
But hold on.
You okay? Hey.
We're fine. Just feeling a little tired. Would you take us to get our
Yeah,
medicine?
the basic ending to this whole story.
Yeah, the gist of it is gone.
She saved over her
It's
save.
in the
We thought
bathroom,
it
right?
corrupted. It didn't. But she did later tell me that they did that some third-party memory cards
Seems
did
like
have
he's
a
calmed down a little.
reputation for
We should
corrupting
let him rest for a
save
while.
files
Yeah, they had a tendency
out
to
of
do that kind
thin
of thing.
air.
Just randomly.
One more step and I
Yeah.
could have cornered Morgan. But so be it.
Thankfully,
I
none
can
of the
still
ones
keep
I had
investigating
did.
even if the owner
Thankfully.
of this chair isn't present. Simon Jones, what a
And while
piece
we're
of
on the
work.
topic of
How can anyone have
third-party
such bad timing?
accessories and stuff like that, anybody remember the old school like third-party Mad Catz PS2 controllers?
Oh, I remember those things. I saw those for the original Xbox as well.
Shouldn't you look after him?
I remember I had a
I
Mad
gave him his
Catz
meds in the
wireless controller
Let him rest where?
back in the
In
day,
the bathtub. It happened to have a blanket and a
and it
pillow in
felt
it.
good, dude. It felt good in the
Why?
hands.
I don't
Mhm.
know. Maybe he sleeps in the tub.
My friends
I
were
feel like I saw
jealous
that
of me
once in
because
some
they
vampire
had to,
movie.
you
I
know,
don't know what
they
you're
were
talking about.
restrained,
More importantly, how
right,
long
by
has
the
he been
cord,
like that?
right?
It's
Even though it was
stage
a
4
big cord, they were
cancer.
still restrained by that
He's had it
cord.
for a while.
Yeah.
Me,
No.
I could literally
No,
have my
I'm talking about
console
his face.
on
Looks as
one
white as a
side of the
sheet. You
room
can even see all his veins.
and me
I've
be
never
like
heard of any cancer
8
side
to
effect
10
like that.
feet on the other side of the room, just chilling in bed,
But now that you
playing the
mention it,
game.
he started going really.
In what way?
It's nice to have those long cables because it's just like I don't have to sit like 3 feet in front of the television or something.
He changed.
Nope, but I had a
pizza
wireless controller.
This
And
better
that
not
was a
be-
game
That was a-
changer.
Like I
It's
said, I had a
not, really.
third-party
It's not.
wireless Mad Catz controller.
Before December, he always used to order delivery from a Chicago-style joint all the
Mhm.
way up near Medford. But one day, he took one look at one of their trademarked red boxes and totally lost it.
Red, huh?
I never actually tried using a third-party controller when I had my original Xbox. I did when I got my GameCube, though.
You better believe it.
They're not too bad, but the thing I've noticed with third-party controllers is that, like, you can tell they definitely use, like, a cheaper build quality, and it feels like it could break in your hand
The pizza boy and chased him away.
sometimes, right?
Next thing I know, I see
Yeah.
him toss the pizza box out
That's
his
the
window.
one
Do you
complaint
think
that I
that's
had
when his
about my
fear of
fucking
red began
Mad Catz
surfacing more
controller. The
prominently?
thumbsticks
Beats
felt like they
me.
were a little finicky.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there isn't a
And the buttons
better
felt like they were more
Chicago-style
loose than
pizza
anything.
place that delivers around this area. How could someone give up on that just because they don't like the box?
But
I don't get it.
I fought through all that stuff and
Mhm.
You know,
Were you serious for even a
I
fraction of
beat
that
fucking
story?
Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3. I annihilated fucking Castlevania Lament
What's
of
wrong,
Innocence,
Aaliyah?
Castlevania
You
Curse of
hungry
Darkness.
or something?
I
Excuse
literally
me?
100%ed
What are you insinuating?
Well,
SpongeBob
you're staring right
SquarePants
at an
Battle
empty
for
pizza
Bikini Bottom
box.
over and over and over again.
Please don't compare yourself to me. Besides, I have a refined
Oh, she's still
palate.
talking shit about pizza, by the way.
Alright, let's sign a petition to remove this woman from the game.
Aaliyah Davis is
Hey,
gone because she
that
doesn't
was
like
uncalled
pizza.
for. Pizza is a sacred food, remember?
See, Simon knows what's up.
You don't need
See,
to feel
I like
embarrassed
Simon.
for being
Simon's my
unable
boy.
to stop staring at it. It enthralls all who gaze upon it.
Now I want pizza. Damn it.
That's the power of pizza.
Who wants pizza?
You can
Stop,
probably
Agent
still get it.
Jones.
'Cause it's
I've had enough of this sacred
253
pizza
for me. So that would be 3. That's 1153 for you.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm sick of
you've
you
still got
Chicagoans
time
and your
to order
obsession with pizza.
I have 7 minutes. I think we'll have to save it for another night. Sadly.
Yeah.
Also, she's messing with Chicagoans. I think that's how you pronounce that word, right?
Yeah, Chicagoans.
Chicagoans. And what's wrong with the obsession of pizza?
Pizza, pizza, pizza. 24 hours a day. That's all you ever talk about. What's next? You gonna launch into a tirade about how deep dish is the only proper way to make pizza?
I mean, I can't argue with that one because I don't know what to say to that. I haven't had too
Okay.
much deep dish pizza.
Deep dish is not the proper way to make pizza. I will say that. Okay, but you get a good Chicago fucking deep dish. You
No, Aaliyah.
no sir. Okay.
No,
You
I
are
haven't
not
yet,
gonna
Mr. Bongo.
As a Chicagoan, I'm proud of the deep dish pizza. But get this. I love New York style pizza.
I've had
too.
Brooklyn or New York style pizza. It's thin, but it's very good.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like the
what
sauce
kind
is
of
good.
pizza it is.
It's thin, but it's
As
just like,
long
it
as it's a
feels
pizza,
filling.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's very thin, but it's huge. Right? The slices are fucking massive. So massive, in fact, that you gotta fold them in order to eat them.
I think that's part of the point of those, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so too.
What?
Which, by the way, makes them
Still don't
so
get
much
it?
easier to dip than
Mhm.
other
Okay,
pizzas
here.
in sauce.
I'm going to put it in terms that I'm sure even you could understand. All pizzas are created equal.
Yes. Doesn't matter how they're made. Doesn't matter what you use. They're all created the
Yep.
same.
Doesn't matter if it's Chicago deep dish, New York style, fucking Italian style, of course. You've got your fucking Detroit style pizza, which I had thanks to Pizza Hut. Very different style of pizza, but not bad. Not bad.
There's also your stuffed crust pizza. Then there's different types of pizzas. Like there's a Canadian pizza. There's the veggie pizza. There's your Hawaiian pizza.
Eat your
The
heart
best
out, Peachy.
pizza.
I'm not responding to that because I wouldn't.
Shaky, where are you, my pineapple
You shut
brethren?
up. There's only one type of pineapple I'll approve on a pizza. And honestly, it's not ham. It's not a ham and pineapple one or a Hawaiian one. There's an Indian pizza that you could find at one of the grocery stores here, and it had just like a few pieces on it. It's like fine, but if you cover your whole pizza in pineapple, I'm like, I'm sorry. Who are you? Why did you just have a fruit at that point?
Just forget I mentioned anything.
Too late, Aaliyah. We went off on this fucking tangent now, thanks to you, and you not liking pizza, right?
Yeah, I mean, all of this could have been avoided if you had just shut your mouth about pizza.
Or just, like, try to understand it and just not diss it. But she has to diss it. right?
Let me get one thing straight. You started
I
this
mean, come on.
investigation based
You,
on
you,
an
you
anonymous
fostered
tip,
the
right? What
attitude
kind of a
that
tip
you
was
tried
it?
to
Phone or mail?
suppress.
What does that matter at this point?
I think that feels fair to
This
say.
may surprise you, but these kinds of details really eat me up inside. I always get hung up on the most insignificant of details, especially during the most vital times. For example, you know how people go to bed early the night before they have a big job? That's exactly the time where I start focusing on meaningless nonsense. When did I last clip my nails? How long is my milk good for? I just can't help myself. I can't resist the need to know. It's just the way I am.
It was sent in an envelope, postmarked December 28th, sent out from Louisiana.
What did it have inside?
A postcard with a dragonfly on it, a wrapped sample of Sang Rouge, and a note.
What did it say?
Investigate the Clarksons. F.K.
Wait, who was that? Who was that name? Have we come across anybody with that?
That's it?
Yes, that's it.
Who's FK?
Anonymous tip,
I
remember?
don't remember
It's
that
obviously just a
name.
fake name.
Did you confirm that?
Of course I did. Louisiana has a population of 4.5 million. The FBI database has a list of 6,682 individuals whose initials are FK. 1 out of every 6 individuals is a child under the age of 14, born after 2005. The remaining 5,500 people include those whose initials changed after they married or incarcerated individuals. After subtracting those, I was left with 3,800. That's when I stopped searching for FK, and I decided to change up my approach. It isn't important where the tip came from. All that matters is solving the case.
Sometimes the person who sent it for a purpose. It's not always anonymous.
I got this far by taking the most efficient route possible. Are you satisfied now?
Yeah. Thanks. I feel a lot better now. Yep, it all checks out.
No, it doesn't.
The letter that was delivered to me bore the Clarkson symbol. A postcard decorated with a dragonfly. The mark of the Clarkson family. A single sheet of paper ordering me to investigate the Clarksons, and...
So, why did you decide to take this case?
Because it's my job.
Really? I don't buy it.
Why not?
You aren't just following orders here. You've got way too much emotion invested in this.
Yeah, this isn't a job to her. This is something else.
Some kind of special emotion. There's no use trying to hide it. Despite how I may look, data analysis is my forte. I know how to see through lies. I don't mean to be nosy, but would it kill you to confide in me a little? I didn't manage to live this long simply because I'm fiendishly handsome. And besides, we're going to be tiptoeing across a thin line of legality with the rest of this case, so I'd prefer to have some probable cause.
It'd be nice.
That way, at least I can back you up when you need me to.
There exists in the world a single path along which no one can go except you. Whither does it lead? Do not ask, go along it.
You're pulling out Nietzsche at a time like this? Come on.
I have a little brother. After overdosing on a certain drug, he was thrown into rehab. He's been clean for 2 years now, but he still won't utter a single word. All day long, he's plagued by hallucinations. He can't tell if he's dead or alive, if this is reality or if it's all a dream.
Sang Rouge.
That's right. The doctor can't tell what's causing his condition, so they can't treat him. He just told me to prepare for the possibility that I may never get my brother back. This was his. I bought it for him after he graduated high school and found a job. He never got a single chance to wear it, though. Someday, I believe that he'll get better. And I'll get to see him put this on and head out to work.
So, you think that if we nab the person behind all this, we may figure out how to conquer the addiction?
Right.
You really think it'll be that easy?
I don't know, but I can't just sit around and do nothing. He's the only family I have in the entire
Yeah, so she has a personal stake in this. This isn't just a case.
What about your parents?
When I was only 13, Katrina took them, leaving my 7-year-old brother and I behind.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this isn't just a case.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I've already dealt
It
with
isn't.
my past.
Insert Michael Jordan meme here.
Now I'm just working as hard as I can to complete the
Insert
deed.
Michael Jordan meme. Somebody, please. Even in post.
Yeah.
Insert.
Hey,
I
Agent
took it
Jones.
personally. Meme.
There
I
you
just
go.
want to double check one thing. You didn't find anything in the bathroom.
Nope. Nothing in there.
It must be the bedroom then. Just like I thought.
Are you serious about this?
Huh? Now you're having second thoughts?
Well, not exactly.
Then what?
I understand how you feel, but he's got an incurable disease. And he used to be one of us.
So? The truth he's given us so far could all be completely fabricated. He's a genius lone wolf agent who solved nothing but difficult cases during his years of active duty. That's what they told me at Quantico, at least, over and over again. I had to listen to them talk about how no one could ever replicate the kind of work he did. But let's be real here. You saw his face, didn't you? It was inhuman. It looked like the face of a killer who's been possessed by death. Patricia Clarkson is here, in the next room, only a single wall away from us. After 14 years, he went back to Le Carré, kidnapped her, and imprisoned her here. He's trying to complete something big right now, something that's deeply connected to Saint Rouge.
So she thinks he kidnapped her. He kidnapped Patricia. Hey, there's that Clarkson's eye mask. Oh, he recreated some of that stuff. Look at this.
Still welcome.
So he recreated the crime scene. Or at least those murders and stuff.
Pictures of people from Le Carré.
Mm-hmm.
And this wall is dedicated to Greenvale.
So that's the Deadly Premonition 1 stuff then, right?
Yep.
All the deceased have been crossed out.
So, yep, they didn't make it. Melvin and Candy. And I think that's what we're gonna see next.
So I think...
Lise Clarkson? Where's Patricia?
Oh, jeez.
That's our altar. What are you doing?
Well, that was a little bit scary.
Yeah, a little bit creepy, man.
But it's also, like, she intruded into somewhere she shouldn't have been. Anyway, back to 2005. God, his face. Look.
York! Agent York! York! Agent York! York! Agent York! Hey! Agent York! Agent York? Hey! Hey, Agent York.
Wow, she's older.
You're Lise Clarkson.
What?
What's wrong? You're acting weird.
Sorry, Patty, I'm fine now. More importantly, do these red seeds come from some kind of plant that grows around this area?
I don't know. What do I look like, a botanist?
This isn't your average backwoods town. The Clarksons' ego and control has been piercing the town's heart like a massive dinosaur bone. But over this past century, time has been busy eroding the beast's power from within. And now, the very thing that once fortified this town is polluting it with putrid gas and rotten marrow. Zach, this is the point where it all collapses.
Alright, we gotta look for stuff. And then we'll get to a save point and then save, okay? But no, this is starting to get... Oh, he just disappeared.
After Lise Clarkson was murdered, her body was put back together here. Just like how Galena's body was dismembered, then rearranged within the holding cell. Lena Doman and PJ's bodies were also blown to pieces in the... Perhaps that's the nature of the curse that's taken hold of the Clarksons. What do you think, Zach? Is there any significance to these similarities? This altar is covered in burn marks, but there's hardly any residue left. There's no way for me to tell what was burned here. I could send it home for analysis, but is that really necessary? It'll just end up giving Abrahams more busy work. More importantly, Zach, someone who knew how to manipulate fire was behind all this. In other words, these roots prove that Lena was here. And that's enough for me. Zach, this is an ominous sign. Among all the different footprints here are a set made from engineer boots. Yes, I know. He probably only made them when he came to inspect the scene. I'm sure that Patty and I left our own set of prints here too. But how do you explain the set that's inside the yellow tape? There's some decomposing cloth here. We saw the same type of cloth at the sugarcane plantation. They must have used that cloth when they transported Lisa's body. Who cares about mundane evidence like that? This isn't a case that can be solved by gathering the kind of evidence we'd need to submit to a court. These red seeds keep sticking out to me, but we need to figure out what's going on.
Was there any
with this
significance to them in like the
before we
first
focus on
game?
anything else?
If you remember anything like that.
Isn't that right, Zach? There's a flat, evenly weighted stone here.
Now, it's been a while since I played the first
could
game,
use
but
this
I
to score an
don't
amazing
really
stone-skipping
remember
record.
anything of importance like
Let's
that.
give it a
It
try
may
whenever
have
we
been
get some
important. I
downtime.
just can't remember.
For now, we need to
because
focus on this
I
investigation.
think the last
Zach.
time I played Deadly Premonition was like 2015.
The growth
With-
is all
okay, so yeah,
missing from
7
this
years
particular
ago.
section. It wasn't just cutaway. She used fire to burn it out. Everything was planned.
I
so
need to see if I can still
meticulously.
find that copy of
As if
Deadly
she wanted
Premonition.
to show this altar to someone. That's why Chuck ended up discovering it.
Okay. Who's that?
Hey! FBI! The hell you doing back here?
Hey, it's Chuck.
You already solved the case, yeah? So go on! Get your ass out of town!
We ain't done yet, Chuck.
Why do you think I solved the case?
Shoot! Exactly how stupid are you, FBI? This is Luke Carre, remember? Every feller in town already knows that Professor Orr's the one behind all this shit.
Hey, Chuck. Can you see the altar from there?
I'd see the whole damn thing, along with your stupid ass standing there, trying to act all smart and shit.
He sounds very
You
southern.
told me that the poacher's boat you were chasing disappeared around this area, correct?
He sounds typical Southern.
Yeah, that's what
this
I
is
said,
typical?
all right. What? You forget already? If you're just gonna waste our tax dollars out here, least you could do is catch them goddamn poachers. Fucking FBI. Go and make yourself useful for once in your damn life.
You ain't one to talk, Chuck.
Chuck, we don't chase down fishing boats. Unless it's a terrorist boat that plans to overthrow our government, that
Add
is.
just a little bit of a deeper voice and more twang to it, and you've got typical
like
Southern.
Okay.
Or whatever. I'm busy too, you know. So long, FBI.
So how did he know about that stuff?
Zach, he just taught us what the true purpose of this altar is. It was built here so that the ritual could be watched from a boat in the bayou.
What do you mean? They could have just walked out here. There's no reason why they had to watch it from a boat.
No, there
The
is.
goddess of fertility, Patty.
Hmm? Hungan. He's in the water, isn't he? There he is, look. Right there.
Oh, well, hey there.
What are you gonna tell us?
The goddess of fertility. A fine name indeed. So much blood has been shed. Yet you remain in this town. Surely you know why.
Of course I do, Hungan. My work here isn't finished yet. You know, I could really use one of your oracles right now.
You're more fun than I thought. Here's the oracle you ask for. Listen with your heart. Speak to the 17 comrades who saw the birth of New Orleans. Feel the holy Allah. The giant lady's finger points down toward your goal. The entrance to the forbidden.
Poetic and graceful as ever, Hungan.
Of course, Hungan. You have to speak in mysteries, right? Alright, where are we looking?
Oracles are leading us toward the core of this case. That's the one thing I'm sure of. But don't misunderstand, Zach. I'm not blindly following him. I only follow my intuition. Metaphysical offender profiling. That's all there is to it.
Let's decrypt what he has to say.
The 17 comrades must refer to some area that has 17 of the same thing in it. We may need to use history to figure this one out. After all, we need to find someone or something that saw the birth of New Orleans. That's it, Zach.
Yep.
The French established the colony of La Nouvelle-Orléans in 1718, just about 300 years ago. The only 17 comrades that would have been around back then are the 300-year-old oak trees along this road. A majestic road lined by oak trees. Come on, let's go ask these sages of Lucare for some help on our investigation.
Okay, so that's one.
Zach, the Holy Allah is a shockingly simple metaphor, especially considering the quality of the oracles we've received thus far. It seems as if Hungan's poetic muse is finally running dry. The great thing about us Americans is that we can recreate our homeland anywhere. We're happy to transport crunchy bacon across the deserts of Africa if we need to. That's what it means to be American, and this Holy Allah is just another example of that. From the early days of the frontier era, they've been helping us Americans be what we've always meant to be.
Fill the Holy Allah.
Hey, Zach, if the Holy Allah needs to be filled, that's it.
There we go.
I never doubted you, Zach.
A water tower.
Allah refers to a water tower. Specifically that water tower with its Clarkson family crest. It must be hiding some sort of clue. Let's fill the Allah and see what it yields.
Okay, that's it. So we have 2 spots to go to.
Zach, what do you think the giant lady's finger is? I'm at a loss. I never
Well,
thought
as long
one
as
of
it's not the middle
Hungan's
finger, I think it's
childish
okay,
riddles would
right?
force me to think so hard.
Yeah.
Unless you're telling me it means fingering, whatever that is.
But, oh well.
But what do you finger?
I'm sure that as we deal with the rest of the oracle, it'll reveal itself to us.
What? Is there something on my face?
Listen carefully, Patricia. As my skilled assistant, I trust you a great deal, so I want you to answer me honestly.
Answer what?
Do you have any idea where Melvin might have gone?
No.
He didn't seem to be
You gotta be
acting or
fucking
talking
kidding.
Anything usual?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, I believe your words. Zach, we have a lot of work to do. It feels like we're finally approaching the climax here.
And we will have to look into the climax
Next
next
time.
week.
Yep. But before we do that, just to make sure we save our progress and we don't lose a save, right? After hearing the story of like what happened with the memory card, right? We don't want that to happen to us now, do we?
No.
So I'm gonna go to.
But then again, you don't have a little sibling that, didn't know any better and just deleted your save.
True, but I have a system like that sometimes likes to wipe itself. Because that's why I'm still. I told you about my grudge I have with Skyrim, right?
No, your system wiped your save. Oh my god.
Yeah, the system wiped the save, and I was about like 24, 25 hours in. I'm like, nope, fuck this. I'm not going back. I can't do that.
Oh my god. No wonder you have such a grudge against fucking Skyrim. Oh my god.
That's one. I think another bad one, if you want another bad one, Bully Scholarship Edition. That's another one I have a grudge with. On 360. Because I was gunning for all the achievements. I only needed one more achievement, then I would have had it. But my system gave me the 3 red lights.
Oh my heart. Oh my heart, it breaks.
So, yeah, I haven't gone back to Bully since. Because I just need that one, and then I've gotten 1,000 gamer score for that game.
Man, my Red Ring of Death story is kind of lame compared to that one. I was just watching a movie and it happened.
That's the worst. It's still bad. I was
watching.
Go on.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Watching Teen Wolf.
Oh. And when did it happen?
Okay, 2008. Okay. I got my first Xbox 360 in 2007. This happened this month in 2008.
Okay, this month in 2008.
It was approaching my birthday. I was watching Teen Wolf. I was at the part where Scott and Styles are in the van, and Styles is on top of the fucking van, surfing.
Okay.
Street surfing.
Nice. Okay.
And he's mid dance.
During that.
And he's mid dance, and it freezes on him posing with his left hand up, his right hand at his hip. Bam! Black screen. I look over at the 360. 1, 2, 3 red rings.
Boom. Sad fucking panda. That's just unfortunate.
I got that fucking DVD out of that console.
You at least managed to get it out of there.
But it wasn't completely unscathed.
Mm-hmm.
It had a massive, and I mean massive, cut in the disc that was a circle, right? Like a circle around it.
Yes,
it
like I know that's one of the burn marks.
To it,
I know
right? It was like someone took a laser to it and then just decided to cut a perfect circle around the disc.
I know that was something that was common with 360 games. Like, if you move the console while it was reading the disc, or if an error happened, like, say, what you were just describing, it causes a permanent burn into the disc itself.
The laser will cut into your actual disc.
Yep.
And so, my Teen Wolf one side, because it was a double-sided disc, you know, back when those were a thing in DVD land.
Yes, I remember those things.
My Teen Wolf 1 side didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
My Teen Wolf 2 side was fine.
But you're missing
Teen
like
Wolf
the main
side,
movie.
Yeah, I'm missing the better movie. So
Mhm.
you know what I did?
What?
I got so mad, I snapped the disc in half. I
Mhm.
snapped the case in half. I wrecked the case. I took a hammer to the case. I took a hammer to the disc, and then I threw it all in the garbage.
You were that pissed. Hey, at least you didn't destroy your Xbox 360 after it got the red ring.
I wanted to.
It was tempting, right? But then again, that's an expensive piece of equipment. And the Teen Wolf movie, it's not as expensive as a console. You could easily replace that.
Oh, dude, I paid like $5 for that double feature. I could easily go back to Walmart and get another one.
Yeah, see, like, that's easily replaceable. A system at the time is not. Right?
So, I just destroyed it, and I was just like... I turned to my dad after I threw the movies away, and I said, I got $5 in my wallet. We're going in, we're getting another copy of that.
They had another copy, though, at least, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good. It would have been bad if you
that.
went in there and then like, yeah, we don't have this movie anymore.
Dude, I was the only motherfucker in this entire county that even cared about that movie.
And there you go, that's saying something. Shows how much respect you have for it.
Okay, there were copies upon copies upon copies, and the only reason why it eventually did sell out is because people that grew up in the 80s got nostalgic for it, basically. And so they just decided to take it for themselves. Which is fine, because I had already gotten my replacement copy.
Mm-hmm. So you didn't have to worry about that. And thankfully, that copy you rebought is still in good condition, right?
I actually got rid of it from my Blu-ray over here.
Oh, okay.
Well, not the one I have. I got rid of the DVD double feature for my shitty Blu-ray of Teen Wolf 1. Which basically just had the movie and no special features.
Mm-hmm.
It was an abysmal release.
It'd be like, you want the movie? Here you go. We cut out all of the extra shit. Because that's all you care about, right? Right? No, I want the extra shit.
Thankfully, Screen Factory had my back.
That's at least a good thing, right?
Because that Blu-ray release of Teen Wolf that they have...
Uh-huh.
That thing has the best picture quality, the best audio quality of that movie, and it has a feature-length documentary on the making of the movie.
So it's got the good extras. It's even got better extras, it sounds like.
Here, let me grab it.
Yeah. Here, grab it. I think we'll wrap it up here. I've already saved, so we should be good for the night, right?
Alright. It has a new 2K scan. Never Say Die, the story of Teen Wolf. That is the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
A still gallery and the original theatrical trailer.
Okay. So it's got the good stuff. I always like it whenever movie bundles come with like the original theatrical release trailer for it, because it makes it feel like something special.
Yeah, like, okay, for instance, White Men Can't Jump Here has the theatrical version, it has the extended version of the movie, it has a music video, theatrical trailers, and TV spots.
Nice.
But yeah, I think... Oh, did you already wrap it up?
No. I'm just getting things ready, so... We have to do, I guess, a proper outro for this of sorts, right? We should.
Yeah.
I feel like we should. But we're done with that. We will be back because this is not done. There's still more to see. And we're gonna have to go see the sad realization of Patty's parents getting killed.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
And we're gonna have to deal with her reaction to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's provided if she sees it. Who knows? She may not.
Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Exactly. Tune into Dragon Ball Z, starring Francis York Morgan, where he will finally go Super Saiyan. Maybe. Alright, good night, Hawk. But here, I'm going to just give the standard stuff. You can follow me on the Twitters, and if you want to catch up with the other episodes we have done of Deadly Premonition, I will have those uploaded to the YouTube as well. Before that, though, you should check out... Make sure I spell your name correctly. Yep. TheMadBelmont. He does stream, and the last thing he was streaming was a little game called Infernax. Which, by the way, I have tried a little bit of it. He has played more of it than I have, though. It is good. You should play it.
Really, really good. That game, even though I have only done one dungeon, and I'm in the middle of the second one, it's my game of the year.
That's your pick right now?
It is literally the melding of Castlevania 2 and Zelda 2, and it melts the two together into a perfect amalgamation of something that shouldn't be as good as it is, but it is that good.
And at least it doesn't have a bad localization. There's
God for that.
Yeah. If it had that, even if it was intentional, that still would not be very good, would it?
And it also has one of the best fucking joke references I've ever seen in a game.
I need to play more Infernax. I'm actually waiting for my copy to ship from Limited Run, because I managed to get a Switch cartridge of it. I'm waiting for that to come in. And then, who knows, maybe we'll do it here one night. And if that's the case, I want you to sit in with me on it so you can gush about it.
Yes!
I just have to wait for it to show up, though. So, who knows. We'll do something for that. And then we were also discussing off-stream some things may be planned in October.
So be looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you check out TheMadBelmont. Definitely a high recommendation. Let us go raid Goose. He is currently in Fortnite trying to grind out to get the Darth Vader skin. And, maybe we'll do that one night. Should I play Fortnite on stream? If I do, we're doing no build mode, though.
Okay, yeah, I'll play it with you.
Okay. One night, it'll happen. And who knows? This could be sacrilege, but what if it replaces Rainbow Six?
That would be hilarious.
If it replaces Rainbow.
I would love to see Sin's reaction to that.
You're giving up Rainbow for this. Why? We'll see. Just let me know in advance. Yeah, no. When I do it, I'll let you know about it. But let us head out. Go say hi to Goose for me. Everybody, thank you all for joining us. Until next time, please stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.